time I've come to embrace more and more, and even if it meant doing away with atheist noises and other people who have this tribal attitude that we're the good guys and you guys are evil. Because of the fact that you have a book in which there's a story of an even non-existent deity, right? And this is what to me is sort of frustrating, that an atheist will say God is evil, or start attacking God and attacking the scripture in a way that says that addresses God as if it was an actual thing, right? And so when I approach a conversation, I journey with the person. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna, in half an hour, days, months, I'm not gonna convince them there is no God. But I do want to have an impact on people, right? On the people I engage with, my friends, I've reconnected with many people from ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, the Hindus, the Hindu religion, and I go to their temple and I speak with them, and I know where they're coming from, right? I know all their stories and narratives and traditions, and many of them are really beautiful, right? And who's here to say that there isn't beauty in call it a God that is irate, right? It's kind of justifying human anger, which is something that I've had to come to terms with because I was a very passive and peaceful person, and then the last few years I've come to terms with anger, with setting boundaries to people, because people many times take advantage of those of us who are soft and try to be kind and listening. And so, yeah, embrace our shadow, right? The darkness in humanity, and be like, most of the time, we need to be patient and kind and reject whatever we consider to be evil and this and that. But there comes a moment where we have to stand up and say, you're hurting me, you're hurting the people I care about, you're hurting yourself, perhaps even. And I'm going to, set a boundary, and either we change our relationship, you stop abusing, which is probably not going to be the case, or we're going to end our relationship. I'm going to distance myself, which is one of the toughest things to do, because people who are victims of abuse are usually, they become sort of dependent on abusive people. And a lot of this you see on Clubhouse, on people who, their baseline is anger and frustration, and telling others that they're doing what's wrong, that they should change their ways because my ways are better. And I am convinced that your ways are, or your beliefs, or whatever philosophies you embrace, are actually harmful to humanity. When they're all narratives and they're all stories, and some of them are in the back burner, and there's no need to always bring them up to the front burner. Getting a phone call from my children, so I'll let you guys be, and have a great rest of your Sunday.
Thank you. And last but not least, Reverend Scott. Reverend Scott, how many souls have graced us with their presence today?
689, Uncle Steve, 689.
Thank you.
And goodbye, everyone. I'll see you next week.
All right, and with that, we are done. On behalf of the Mod Squad, we want to wish you and your families a fantastic remainder of your weekend. It's been an interesting show. We, of course, will be back next Saturday and next Sunday, as we've been for the past 4.5 years, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Take care, everybody, and be careful on the clubhouse streets. I'll get like a. So I know it says cook with a wine you'll drink. So I'll get the $15 bottle that I would drink or something like that. But I don't do like the $2 chuck. That doesn't work.
Yeah, it would seem. For something like that, do you do like a Cabernet or a Bordeaux of some kind?
Which one do I use? I use let me check my recipe. Maybe let me check. It's not called Rome. I think it's let me check.
So I'm reading the Spanish food is paella, gazpacho, tapas, pisto, just to name a
Oh,
few.
I love a good paella though.
Paella was ass. I had paella in Barcelona. I didn't like it at all. It was. I couldn't taste anything but dirty sea. I was not feeling. I know people like that flavor. I did not.
I prefer the paella in Latin America. Like Dominicans, they know how to hook it up. Like some of those places, they know how to hook paella up. My Colombian food, it does suck in Bogota, but if you go to Cartagena or you go to Choco or you go to one of the coastal places, it's totally different. Even the one in Cartagena, oh my God, it's so good. Cali, they got some good Colombian food, but the one that from the paisas, like Medellin, and then if you go to Bogota, all that like is not as good. The food is very bland, not good.
Respectfully, paella sucks. The people who rave over it just don't understand seasoning. It's gross, it's nasty, it's bland, it's disgusting.
Well, I think it depends where. I've had really bad paella, and I've also had outstanding paella.
I don't know.
Foodies.
But it's been rare.
From Panama, and her paella will kick everybody.
Wait, she's from where, honey?
She come from Panama.
Yes, that's what I'm
that's
saying. If you
different.
go to Panama, if you go to all those places, they put their own spin on
Yeah, that's
paella, and
black.
it tastes totally different. It's just black.
That's a
Cuban paella, all that stuff is way
We're
better.
talking about Spanish paella,
Yes.
the white people
Spanish.
paella. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
When black
Totally agree.
people put their spin on shit, it's gonna hit. We're not talking about that. We're talking about
Stand
the original
corrected.
paella, which is disgusting.
disclaimer.
That's all it is.
Yes, you're right.
We know when you said it was good. We knew she was. That's what we did that.
You know, because a lot of that stuff has the building blocks to be great. It's fresh ingredients. It's got some quality stuff. It's just missing the flavor profile.
Nasty sea. Oh God. It's nasty. I had it on that beach. What's the beach called? Barcelona Beach. You know the beach.
Oh, I
There's a
bet it was
restaurant
beautiful.
there.
I bet it was so beautiful out there.
It was beautiful. It just didn't taste good.
You should have brought your Old Bay and your hot sauce. A little bit of Old Bay and hot sauce. When I travel now, I bring my own hot sauce when I go international, because especially Europe, some of that stuff be missing stuff.
That's a real Adosian right there.
That's what I'm saying. It just be missing it. Like, you know, you need a little kick to it. And I'm like, oh, that's it. But I have learned since expanding my palate to appreciate the natural flavors of foods. I have learned that. You know, some things you can cook them a certain way where it brings out the natural aromas and flavors. And I will say my pushback for some of the Adosian recipes is that it's overkill. Like, it's just over seasoned. I do believe some things can be over seasoned.
So the thing is,
Spiritus,
once
I
you
have your
have
answer.
really,
Would you like the answer? Spiritus, I'll be succinct.
oh, I didn't know what the question was, but
Pinot Noir. Pinot!
oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Okay,
Yes.
that's interesting.
And whenever I cook it, I just sing the song from Unbreakable's Kimmy Schmidt over and over and over again. Pinot!
I mean, I love a nice Pinot Noir, particularly like Willamette Valley one if we're doing American. But I was thinking about this is good because we're about to get killed by snow. Thanks, Zoran, here in New York. But I was thinking of laboring over like either a beef bourguignon or a coq au vin and doing a French onion soup again.
Don't do the beef.
So, I mean, I haven't tried a beef bourguignon yet, but I've mastered the French onion soup. I'm very happy with that.
Do the
There's Greer, right?
French onion soup. Do the French onion soup.
No, he's going to do one of the meats and the soup.
Oh,
Or you would choose between the three.
Yum.
Well, I think, yeah, French onion soup, now I know, like, the back of my hand, but, like, I have to pay attention to a new recipe. So beef bourguignon, that may be the one.
How long do you caramelize your onions for? You do the whole 45 minutes?
It may be 2 hours, to be honest. Like,
You do the whole thing.
I'm doing, the way that they reduce to nothing is insane.
Yes, it's something.
It's like I get a whole bag of onions and I fill up that pot and I'm just stirring for hours. And it just reduces to like almost nothing. I'm like, is there a soup here?
Wait, so
But then-
how many hours are we talking, approximately?
I mean, the last couple times I've done it, I mean, the whole soup process took me about 4 or 5 hours.
Oh my
I reduced for about two, yeah, because I mean, I don't know, I like the monotony of it, of the reducing and the stirring and all that.
I mean, I love French onion soup. It's worth every calorie, every gram of sodium, everything.
And let me tell you the little tip, and I got this from Julia Child because I was following her recipe. So yes, a little bit of cognac, but a little bit of dry vermouth. Incredible.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, that's interesting. You gotta have cognac, of course.
Oh yeah. The dry vermouth though set it in a slightly different direction. And it was,
Do you use Hennessy?
Hennessy versus no. I use
That's the only reason why I ever have Hennessy in my house. If you come to my house, you see Hennessy. But it's only used for cooking. Like I use a quarter cup in my coq au vin, and I use Hennessy for that. But I don't drink it.
What's wrong with drinking Hennessy?
It's disgusting.
Okay.
They market it to my people to make them think it tastes good. It does get you turned up, but it's a nasty sort of low mid-level cognac. It is not good.
It do turn you up, though. I agree with
It does turn you up, yeah, for sure.
I like Tennessee whites. I like the white one, the one that they just.
So I was gonna ask about that because when I just got back from DR, a couple friends, can you grab me a bottle of white Hennessy? Through the duty free shop. I'm like, what's that?
Yeah, the Tennessee white, it's a little bit lighter. I mean, I will say this, they have it in America now. They just opened it up to Americans like 3 years ago, maybe. But yeah, it's good. It's good mixer and stuff like that. But this is not for people that are real cognac connoisseurs. It's still bullshit if you're actually into drinking like that. But if you just want something to throw back, it's.
What do you make with your the white one? I haven't tasted the white one.
I mix mine with lemonade.
I'll taste it. Hey, Spiritus, what do you make with your mashed potato? Do you make mashed potatoes, egg noodles, or what with your coq au vin?
I haven't made coq au vin yet. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to decide. But I do make mashed potatoes. But I like leaving the red skin on there. Red skin, garlic, butter, maybe buttermilk. So I just like it though.
Oh, I have an onion. I want a shallot too.
I mean, when it's snowing out, I love cooking. So we're gonna be hunkered down for 2 days.
Yeah, for sure. Last time I made cocoa vent, I was fretting. I think I did it on the app as well, that I had forgotten to cook the tomato paste. And so it was all assembled, and then I had to put the tomato paste in at the end while it just was doing the braising and boiling. It wasn't as good. You got to cook the tomato paste. Butter, flour, 4 tablespoons of butter, flour, 3 orange carrots.
Hey Pete, were you ever in Manhattan for Bouvette, the French restaurant over there? Was that open when you were there?
Was that the one in Meatpacking?
No, it was on.
That one was closed.
No, it was on Grove Street. Tiny little French spot. They have all the bourguignon, coq au vin. They have all this other stuff I'd never heard of. And it's fantastic. It's all small plates too, and the place looks like you're in Paris. It's wonderful.
Let me look it up.
Remember pastis?
Oh yeah, they still have one of the best French onion soups to my mind.
They closed for a long time. When did they open back up? 2016?
They opened back up I just read his book too. Keith McNally. It's actually quite good. On Gansevoort. So like basically around the corner, they opened up a new spot. It's always packed. It's like that and Balthazar is like always going to be packed.
Oh, for sure. One thing I was thinking about that people never admit, but is my favorite thing to order in Paris specifically, is a burger. The French burgers at a brasserie are the best in the world, I think. And, it's the quality of ingredients and just, I don't know, but that's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Eat it with a knife and fork on a terrace.
I'm just now debating if I should make the trek, like I'm fucking north of the wall in Game of Thrones, to Whole Foods to get these 3 pounds of beef chuck. I don't know. This is gonna be it.
Is your closest Houston or Chelsea?
No, closest Chelsea, but it's coming down. Otherwise, I have like a Gristedes around the corner, but that place is fucking trash. So I don't know what's gonna.
Do they still have D'Agostino's?
Yeah, that place is trash too. So, but not one near.
Terrible.
It's snowing already, Spirits?
Yeah, it's snowing, but it's not sticking yet. But the winds are picking up.
I don't think we're gonna get it. They kept telling us we were gonna get it too, but
they were saying in is it Cape May? They were saying, I think, is it Cape May, somewhere in New Jersey, that they said 40 inches.
That's what I'm
like. Somebody's getting clobbered somewhere on the East Coast.
Hey, this is the defunding of the weather service. This is why we never know what's real. Last
that's
time
true.
Everybody thinks it's gonna be real again, but I don't.
No, I don't know. I'm looking at it. My friends are like spamming me, and it's like we're getting our weather from memes now. Like, this is insane.
It's too warm. Yesterday in DC it was 55 degrees. They're like, it's gonna be a blizzard tomorrow. I was like, okay, I don't believe it. I'm fine. I didn't panic about it.
Yeah, and the snow is just pretty much melted here too. So I don't know if this shit doesn't pop off. We're gonna be really pissed.
Are you in the East Coast or are you in the West Coast?
I'm in New York City.
Dr. Library, are you there?
I am.
Did you go to the games? I think that one arena over the weekend?
I was there last night.
Oh. May have had a chance to see the goats again in person.
Oh. I actually, I was there. You said I would have seen the goats in person. Then I went across afterwards. There was a
Brazilian carnival party at a whiskey bar across the street from the arena, and then I went there.
What game did you go to? Was it Eagles?
Huh?
Was it the Eagles game? I'm feeling
No,
so was the Eagles.
it was Michigan. What are you talking about, girl?
That's the only games I go to.
You talking about basketball? Are you?
Okay.
Football season's over, girl. Football season is over. What are you talking about?
You know, it's the only games I go to. It was the Eagles.
You guys were out. I remember so many white men in Juwan Howard jerseys. You guys were out.
Gigi, are you Muslim?
Yeah, mashallah.
Yeah, mashallah. How you doing with the fast? You okay, sis?
I'm not.
God. Yeah, you're not doing well.
I can't wait for this to go down. So, I think I've been a little grouchy though.
Oh, that's not the point of Ramadan. The point is not to fast as a punishment so you can't wait to eat.
No, it's not a punishment. Yeah. I'm hungry. So
You take it as well. That hunger is a blessing.
yeah, well, so that's
Perhaps I could give you some encouragement.
Oh, thank you, brother ambassador.
How are you, Mr. Bad, and how are you, Rome, and First Lady, Second Lady, and all the wonderful people here. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And Ramadan Mubarak to you and those that are fasting Ramadan. It's a great opportunity to feel the struggle of the less fortunate person and to eat the simple foods and to gain self-mastery. The reason we fast Ramadan, of course, is written in Al-Quran to show self-restraint, to see how well are you disciplined for yourself. Because it's only you fasting between you and Allah. And then will enhance your relationship with the Almighty God of the worlds and to have self-discipline and self-restraint. And see, well, how will you conduct yourself? Allah promises, adversity and perhaps a taste of impoverishment. But how do you conduct yourself when you have the wealth? He said, how do we respond when we are in control of the wealth? And so these things, to be mindful that Allah is the one who rains the water from the skies. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and sprouts up vegetation from the earth for your sustenance, to sustain you and I, and that we may be grateful to Allah. So, and Allah loved those who are full of gratitude and appreciation for His blessing. So those are the things, is the cognizant, the being conscious of Allah, the taqwa and the tawheed, the awareness of Allah and the unity of all of the universe and the multiple governments throughout the universe, but this government. But nevertheless, those are some of the would encourage you to fast in Ramadan, to be in sync with the millions and millions and millions who are fasting at this hour, and then fasting and praying, and then the reading of Al-Quran. So there are many, many things we do during fasting, so we're not bored. But my professor wrote a book every Ramadan. I think I'm busy in 30 days completing the book. Professor Khalid Abdul Tariq Al-Mansour, who was just Professor Joe at Berkeley, went to school with Ronald Dellums at Berkeley. And
also gave Michael Jackson the Shahada, and got him to bear witness. Yeah, so you hear Michael Jackson on the YouTube singing in Arabic and
Yeah, for sure.
that's my professor who opened the door for him and Janet Jackson and an outpouring of our stars from Janet to probably Mayweather's venture to Dubai and he was hooking up the rail. He's an attorney and an architect who put together the rail systems in many of the United Arab Emirates and the Dubai and the Saudi and places where he found an inroad and opened it up for we the people. So those things, he recently passed, but don't be in despair. His son, Prince Abdul Tariq and Mansour in San Antonio, continues with the work. So the work still goes on. And we get his books, and you can get the YouTube of Khalid Mansour on YouTube. Some of his tapes and lectures are phenomenal.
I'll check it out.
Okay. So much for Ramadan. Ramadan Mubarak to all of them. Maybe you have a blessed Ramadan and your family, that we will bring our families closer together. So it's definitely a great season to observe, and then all the multiple spiritual blessings and the divine physical blessings. Assalamu alaikum.
Ramadan Mubarak. How many days are left?
Ramadan Mubarak, you on the 5th. So I gotta look at my calendar to see it. But the first week of Ramadan is completed, and we're going into the second. So you started it February 1st, there button count forward. You're about halfway through and going a little more above halfway through, and your first few 20 days of Ramadan is the blessing. And the last 10 nights, some spend the last 10 nights at the masjid. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatul qadr, wa ma adraka ma laylatul qadr. Laylatul qadr khayrun min alfi shahr. Wa tanazzalu malaikatu wa ruhu fiha bi ifni rabbihim min kulli amr. It said, in this we have revealed the night of power. And what will explain to you what is the night of power? Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr. Explaining that the Quran really is more than what we can achieve in a lifetime. Mathematically, it's 83.3333 years. But Allah says that it is better what you can get in the Quran than what you could achieve in your lifetime. I could go the whole thing, but and the angels land at every Fajr, every morning. Salamun hiya hatta al-maqla al-Fajr, that the angels land by the leave of Allah with his blessings every morning. Every time there's a sunrise, the Muslim tells you that you have an opportunity to gain a new lease on life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh, and Ramadan Mubarak.
Yeah, that was very powerful. I really appreciate that word, because I don't fast, and I know that I should, for the reasons you outlined. There's a lot of wisdom in that, all that you said, and so, we wish you and yours not only a good Ramadan season, but a good day. And everybody in the room, we've had a good room. Patty opened the room, provided the space. We got the soft reset. We got the honorable ambassador here. We've got the budding honorable DLC, Miss Ann, Hurricane Spiritist, Sister Gigi is about to pass out. She asked me if I went to the Philadelphia Eagles game last night. You know that girl can't get her mind right. Football been over for 3 weeks.
Last night.
No, the college basketball was last night. Was this weekend, sis, in DC. You weren't at the games. You have to go to the games.
Man,
beautiful games.
Yeah, I can't go out.
I went to Code Red too, Sister DLC. I took your representation over to Code Red. Yeah, I had a lovely. They call it the Oaxacan Negroni. Which is their version of the Mezcal Negroni. I had a lovely time. I showed up went by myself. I had an essay. I think I took an essay by Walter Benjamin, The Short History of Photography, which I've been revisiting. I had a lovely time. Adams Morgan's is trash, though. I will say that. It's trash. I'm too old and too middle class at this point to enjoy it. But every time I go over there, I always have flashbacks to when I was a street urchin 15, 20 years ago. But it's a beautiful day, and anybody's welcome to come up. Neoliberal has given some mediocre to bad readings, call it a double movement of Russian literature and culture. Somehow I know more about Russian literature and culture, but I'm a Negro, and he's only a post-Soviet, late Soviet subject. So we got into it today. So the room's been going. Brother Scotty is, Brother Spiritus Latus, Crash Autus, Penhausium Inratus, Interest Ratus will be cooking Kitover or beef bourguignon.
I think I'm pivoting.
I'm on my way to the grocery store, brother. I'm going to make it. I'm making it now. You begin double movement for the next couple of weeks. Pause. Who's in the chat? We got Brother Quinn. Before that, brother says goodbye. Says good night. He wants to say goodbye. Before we let Brother Quinn go, he's down in the chat. We've got Sister Kamari. You know, she hates men, but she's always up under one. We got that sister here. We got Big Sister. She's here. You know, she calls herself Big Sister, but she's not big. Beautiful as always. Who else we got? Oh, we got Sister Me. She's just one me. Don't call me Me. We got Brother JD here, who is currently working with ICE, and we know why. We got Brother Saint, who is too handsome and too intelligent to be Jamaican, but he claims to be Jamaican. Oh, we got everybody in the house. And then we got our dear brother Michael, who of course is coming from East London. He's a hammer of sorts. And like the Happy Hammers, he's also a racist man, but it's ironic because he's a black man. So we got everybody in the house today. This is a quick reset. Hope everybody's doing fine. God bless you. Oh, we got more. I can do more. Should I do more shout outs?
That was good.
Are there more people? I'm driving. So I'm going to look down when people pop up. We got the Crash Out King, Queen himself. Matt Goliath is here. Hopefully that roid rage doesn't get him going. You know, that brother Matt, between the creatine and the steroids, I'm surprised he can remember the congressional districts. Who else we got here? Oh, we got Sister Britt. You know, we love Britt. Doesn't know what North Texas is. Wouldn't know. The only bar she passed was the one where they were giving out Tito's and Tito's and soda. But we got Sister Britt here. Oh no, we got Sister Brooklyn. Nikki, Indian, the Niggies. We got Sister Brooklyn here. Everybody's here today. I'm just going by what's in the chat. Oh, of course, we got Sister Ari. You know, Sister Ari is the princess of the goo, but she also runs our intelligence services. So she's in charge of the intelligence services. We love her. You know, Sister Ari is one of the day ones. There's about 5 people who I will engage in physical violence for on the app. And Ari is one of them. Of course, when I say physical violence, I mean a strongly worded back channel. Who we got here? We got Sister Deep. Oh, yeah, Sister Deep put the eyeballs out. If you need a speaker net, if you happen to be a Jamaican and you like to jump off speakers while daggering women against their will, our dear Sister Deep is here. She has a speaker net store. You can get them off Amazon. And it not only will protect you as you jump off the speakers, it also has an anti-daggering apparatus for the Jamaican men. Who else we got here? Let's see. I think I went through everybody. So if anybody comes into the room, I can't look down.
Let me get a shout out. Brother Divine is in the building.
Pause, brother, pause. Don't come off back and say I didn't do you, brother. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Am I in the Matrix?
No, somebody muted you, Mike.
Oh, okay. No, because where I'm driving, when I go to my grocery stores, I always hit the Matrix right around now. So Devon here. I breaking news on Devon. You know, brother Devon. I reverse imaged. Man, that's a stock photo. Devon actually motorcycles cannot ride motorcycles. So that's Devon. He puts up fake PTRs. He pretends like he has a motorcycle, but he really lives in Grant houses on the Upper West Side. And doesn't have any legs, so he can't ride a motorcycle.
I thought he lived in Co-op City.
He wishes he lived in Co-op City. He wishes he lived in Co-op City. You know, Co-op City, what's going on? Yeah, so we got Brother Devon. We got Brother Devon with the fake PTR. Oh, look who just said something. We got my favorite Igbo sister, Alina, who, when it's convenient, will let you know she is an Igbo gal from Imo State. But when it's not convenient, and being from Imo State, 99% of the time it's not convenient, she won't let you know. But I know. I am the diaspora watcher. Keep watching me. I'm watching. We got Brother Luis, a.k.a. Second Law. That brother last night was trying to ask a question, and the brother was so excited about the question, he malfunctioned. We had to reboot him. We gave him the Victoria upgrade, so he'll be good for the next week. Who else we got? Oh, we got Sister Hannah. Yeah, we got Sister Hannah, who is also from Imo State. We got Sister Hannah from Imo State. She is currently using her moisturized regime, which is 1 part palm wine, 1 part palm oil, and 2 parts star beer. She said that keeps the acne away. Who else we got in here? We got Brother Drew. Brother Drew, you know, Brother Drew. 1 second, ma'am. 1 second, ma'am. 1 second, ma'am. 1 second.
Include yourself.
1 second. Well, I'm bitch ass nigga. I put it in my name. It's all there, ma'am. We don't need to roast me. I'm a bitch ass nigga. 1 second, ma'am. 1 second. I'm seeing that. We got who else? That's it. Fuck. I just lost it. Oh, we got Brother Drew. Brother Drew claims to be a Negro. Yeah, he claims to be a Negro from Seattle, but somehow has R. Kelly braids. Make that make sense. So we know Brother Drew is a liar. So that's what we know about Brother Drew. Let's see who else we got. We got Sister Bonnet. Says he doesn't like me anymore. Well, I did. Then you put that wig on. Let's see who else we got here. Oh, Brother Mel. Oh, we got Delroy and not Brother Mel. Come on up, Brother Delroy. Come on up, Brother Delroy. You can come on up and tell us about your RSUs. We got Brother Mel, you know. Mel won't be able to speak because Brother Mel is getting ready. He's salting the sidewalks for his 3 white girlfriends, 1 in Park Slope, 1 in Fort Greene, having on Vanderbilt Avenue in Brooklyn Heights. He got 3 white girlfriends. He said, look, let me go. He said, look, wait. He said, wait now. Me got to prepare the land so they don't slip and slide. I can't have my white queen falling because they got no ass at all. They got no ass at all, so if they fall, they'll break their backbone. I gotta give them something there. So he's gonna take care of that brother's gonna take care of the land for the
One is definitely in Bushwick. One is definitely in
Oh my God, he's going over out the Bushwick for a white girl? What's happening? That's a long ass. Who's going over out the Bushwick?
That's where they're at. They run wild over
Oh God, I ain't going to Bushwick, bro. That's too far out the way. I ain't going over there. I'm too old. There are certain parts of New York. Once I turned 30, I turned 33 years ago. Once I turned 30, I stopped going to Bushwick. Is one of them. Although they used to have a spot called Roberta's. It was a pizza spot.
Yo, it's global.
I know Roberta's.
Huh? It's global. They have that Roberta's in Singapore.
What?
Yep. And also Penn Station area.
Do they still have? Oh, Patty's here. I'm gonna get her next. Is it still there?
It's still in Bushwick. The original, yeah.
So one of my, so there's a gallery that I like. It's called Lauren Augustine. And I recall every time their main one, of course, is down and so, but they had a Bushwick location. And every time, well, I'm gonna go to Bushwick, but one of my favorite things to do, I would go out there to go to the gallery, the Bushwick Gallery. You know, people think I used to go out all the time. Now I'm just on here because I'm old. But I used to always go to Roberta's. And the secret to Roberta's pizza was the chili oil. They had a chili oil that was a homemade chili oil. It was a chili oil infused with chilies, but it was an oil and it was chili. Oh, it was delicious. It was a delicious chili oil. Anybody else come in? I think I got everybody.
You want to hear something crazy? Roberta's is in LA, Nashville, Montauk, and Singapore.
What?
Yep.
So that's clearly a VC thing. Do you guys know about this? Like these VCs that take their favorite pizza shop or burger shop in New York and then put them in these random cities around the world. There's a Detroit pizza. I don't know if y'all know what Detroit pizza is. It's semi-thick. It's got the burnt crust around it. It's very delicious.
It's like pan. It's in a pan.
Yeah, it's pan. Yeah, there's a VC firm that has put some. There's one that I liked in New York. I've seen in different parts around the country and random places as well. But anyway, I'm done. I've shouted everybody out. It's a beautiful day. Well, it's actually not a beautiful day, but I have arrived at the grocery store. Going to get my ingredients, and you people enjoy yourself.
JD, he just came to the room.
No, we did JD. JD is in and out because he's working with ICE, you see. Oh, Patty's back. Then we got Patty. Patty's here. Patty, I'm shouting everybody out now. I've done everybody out. We got Patty's back. Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, Chanel, I'll get you. We got Patty's back. Patty's back. Well, we know where you were. Was it Antiguan? Was she Jamaican? Was she from St. Nevis? Was she from St. Kitts? Was she you talk about that brother got so many when they made the song Area Codes, they had to make the international version for Haitian. That brother's in the house.
I was in Korea when I came out though.
Hello? And now we got Patty. Patty's here. She decided to play a Meet the Press clip and then go on mute for 3 hours. It made me and neoliberal have to give a 2-man seminar on Russian literature and history. That was awkward. He's here. Let's see. Who else? Hold on. We got somebody new here. We got somebody new. Let me play it. This is gonna be my last shout out. But
do my JD.
Not too late.
I did him.
And say it's to my van.
Damn. Hold on. This is my last shout out for the day. Can y'all hear that noise?
Is
that a UFO?
Listen, everybody listen. I gotta shout out my dear brother. It's my dear brother, Black Freedom Struggle. This brother we like to call him. We like to call him the Quiet Storm. The Quiet Storm. Quiet as when flowers don't break of dawn. The telephones generating, radiating, turn me on. You should second for my miles, because I'm living a dead fight. You touch me and setting me away. Quiet storm, roll away. Do my night. Quiet storm. And of course, we got our dear brother, Black Freedom Struggle. You might not hear Black Freedom Struggle at 2 p.m. But if
He is
reforms on the
funny.
app,
He is funny.
if it forms on the app, you'll hear him at 2 a.m. Because that's when the quiet storm kicks in. All right, I'm going to get my groceries. Got
Oh my God, you are crazy.
Good day, Patty.
Huh, babe?
I said good day.
Good day. Let me look up something. What do y'all talk about? This motherfucker being crazy.
hold on. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Is Seneb in here? I thought I saw. I see Seneb here.
Sinay,
Hold on.
let me go in this
Here.
search.
Ask Seneb what happened when the one who beat the core. Yeah. As in Carolina fans, what happened in Washington D.C. this week for all your mom, all
Hey, you're dead in the goof. I mean, you're in the matrix, bro. We can't hear shit.
The service is nervous, brother.
Yeah, you're in the Rhythm Nation, bro.
Can we spice it up a little bit?
Damn, Aaron, you stayed up all this whole time? Aaron. Oh, Aaron, something.
Yes.
I need something. Aaron,
No,
baby.
actually, she working. Yeah, she working.
Not Gigi. Gigi. Hey, lovely.
Hey, so, this is my first time, honestly, being in this specific room and meeting Dan. And I think he's a real good conversationalist. He knows how to hold down a room and talk.
So do you, Gigi. You definitely know how to hold down a room and talk, baby.
Definitely did a fabulous job. It was entertaining. He did a great reset where you actually acknowledge everybody in the room. So that was definitely nice. That means I know he know what he doing. And so I appreciate that. It was like really good. And so he was talking about Russia. I didn't want to get in the middle of it because I'm Googling and I like to read too, and I ain't feel like it and not know what I'm talking about, so I didn't want to do that. But if you're gonna talk about something different that's more like social to the people, I think it'd be nice to have like a conversation that a lot of people can like understand and be able to join in.
Okay. Well, this is a political room. We talk about politics and we talk about the news thing.
Okay. Did
Kind of
you?
like GTN. You know how you be in GTN?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Because Trump just had on NBC News that interview he just had. He got a lot of jokes, and people might not like what I have to say because I am a Republican. So I don't really like talking about politics too much because of how I feel, and a lot of people is not gonna like it. And I don't feel like arguing and stuff like that. I can't right now. It's not the next time. To me? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's it. But he done sat there, nope, not gonna do it. He definitely gave him a deadline. They got 15 days? 10 to 15 days? We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Or they gonna what? Get their consequences. Y'all be slapping. Trump ain't playing. And you know what? I don't blame him. I don't blame him not one bit. And I know he's funny. He's a bully. He's mean. He orders. And I don't care. Because I have people telling me all the time, I mean, someone told me that A lot of people think I'm mean. I'm not really mean. I think I'm very stern. I think it's good to be stern, especially when it comes to
Donald Trump. Hi, how you doing? I've never met you. I'm Misa.
Hey, baby.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sunday.
Oh,
I just
Gigi.
walked in on this. Gigi, you sound interesting as hell. You already got
She's
me
very
intrigued.
interesting. You need to follow Lisa. Gigi, you need to follow Lisa. She will enjoy you in her room.
Oh, I'm enjoying it already. I only been in the room for 5 minutes.
Let me
here.
Gigi, what's the thing about Trump? Help me out, sister.
Let me
sister.
Gigi, go to Lisa's 420 after midnight. You will enjoy yourself so much.
All right, first of all,
You come before midnight. All your friends are in there, Gigi. All your MAGA friends are in there, Gigi.
Not only her MAGA friends. Oh my God, Gigi, the people that believe in humans, the people that so let me tell you this. Let me tell you this story about Gigi's daughter. Her daughter had homework the other day. She was trying to get help with her daughter's homework, right? She told me this. She told me the story about the. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all the story.
Okay, let me go.
So Gigi explains the story to us like he's a psychopath. My daughter had homework. I don't know what they giving my daughter. She revised the teacher's story. The story is about, this is Gigi's explanation, a psychopath who was on an island and he went and stole some wings and then he flew. Then he drowned. Y'all ever heard that story? So keep thinking. Wait a minute, Patty put y'all ever heard of it?
It's Icarus.
So my daughter came.
Icarus. Now I want Gigi. Gigi needs to be. She needs to be. I want her to do Hamlet next.
I'll tell you that.
So go ahead and tell the story, Gigi. Mind you, she changed the teacher. Her daughter said, "I don't think I can do this, Mom," and she was like, "No, because your teacher's crazy. You're bringing home homework that makes no sense." She revised the teacher's story and told her daughter to start the first paragraph as, "He is a psychopath." Okay, go ahead, Gigi. Tell the story.
So both of my kids came home with essays. And my daughter, she's in 8th grade. And so they got these 3 pages of this story. And in this story, they're talking about how this man that is a criminal, these are their words. He's a criminal and he is stuck on an island. Broke out of jail, found a pigeon, had to kill it, but they didn't put that in the story. How else you get the pigeon wings? And then waxed it down to his arms, flew off the island, ended up in the ocean, doesn't make any sense, and then was able to fly out. They said, I forgot how long, 100 and some miles or something. He got scot-free away. So yeah, fly out. And basically, no consequences. So that's the story. So let's start off with a title, scot-free. Because that criminal.
Wait. Change the teacher's title of the actual story to Scott.
No, I didn't say the teacher title. This was her essay. They wanted her to summarize the story. She gets to make her own title. And the title of her summary is starting off underlined, scot-free. No, got away scot-free. Yeah, I think it was got away scot-free. And I made her get all the details that they gave in that book. And then we went back into the paragraphs, the 3 pages underlined where we got all these information from that they wrote down, because you have to do that. Yes. So she just wrote down, first of all, let's start off. This is a story about a psychopath that got off scot-free. And I can't even remember the whole story because I was sick of it. I'm like, why would they teach your kids about a psychopath in jail, breaking out? And like, that's the essays that they're giving these kids. And then as I'm reading it, because I do that homework, I help them. She didn't want to help, but I helped and because I like stories. And oh my gosh, first of all, the teacher don't know how to write. There were so many, like, I edit. Okay, I'm a writer. I got my own books. Okay, I edit my own work. And this was just a bad story. And I don't think 8-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls that's in 8th grade should be reading about, criminals breaking out of prison and stuff like that. It's a juicy story to me. It just didn't make any sense. Because if he waxed on, where did he get the wax from? Go into details. Where did the wax come from? Why didn't you express the fact that he killed the pigeon just to get the wings off? If you're going to talk about all that, you might as well pick that up in
So
there.
man,
Let's get
that's
the
when
hell
I
out of
realized she was talking about Icarus when she said wax on the wings. I said, oh my God, I know how he turned out.
Yes. What was the story?
He went to the sun, right? She was like, yeah, now who's going to fly to the sun? I was like, okay, yeah.
The first thing said that he ended up in the ocean. Getting off the island, he ended up in the ocean, so his wings is wet. So he fly after that, and he took, that just didn't make any sense. And then, he ended up flying off in the sunset and got away scot-free. Really? What kind of story is that you just gave my daughter? And so, whatever. All right, well, we gonna write. And I said, just write down what I say. She didn't want to do it. But I wasn't going to say anything but what they said in the story. I think I did a great title. As you read that story, what kind of headline title would you come with in your summary? Get away scot-free.
What grade did you have to get Gigi for her homework?
She got an A.
Oh, she got an A for it? Yeah, maybe it was.
She didn't. She didn't. No, all the writing is right. We had a comment and a period at the rest part. We did our paragraphs, and we summarized the story that they gave us. But when they just know she's smarter than they think she is, because when you summarize that story, you're talking about somebody getting away scot-free. And that is like a little bit of a slang, but it's still getting away scot-free. And he is a psychopath. You just said he was a criminal, and he's on an island in prison. What did he do? You didn't even mention all that. I want to know what he did, but you didn't. He left out details. Clearly, he's a psychopath. He's stuck in a prison on an island. You ever heard of Alcatraz out here? They closed that down because there was all psychopaths, and it got real bad, so they shut it down.
You live in the Bay? You live in the Bay Area, Gigi?
No, guess what?
I'm in Philadelphia. Yeah, we're in Jersey, but I'm in Philadelphia.
Nice. Yeah, I know Alcatraz. San Rafael was up there.
Yeah, the mafia was up there.
I used to work at San Quentin, so I used to see Alcatraz all the time.
Wow, they done turned it into a haunted house now. Every Halloween, you can go up there. They done took the room.
I ain't no haunted house on
Alcatraz. Yeah, they turned it into like it's still a prison, but it's been shut down for a long time.
For remodeling.
Yes. Now during Halloween time, they do these you go to the haunted houses. Well, they got a haunted prison, and it's Alcatraz. Because I took my kids there. We came all the way from Jersey.
Gigi, I need you to click on Lisa's profile, and you see where it says 420. I'll tell you which one to click on. The one that says the 420 Lounge with an X on it. Or is it that one, Lisa, or is it the one with your picture? No, the one with her middle finger on her forehead.
No, I would love Gigi. I'm glad
Gigi,
are you
please follow Lisa and go to
MAGA?
her because you would fit in great.
No, Gigi, are you a Republican or are you a MAGA?
She's a MAGA.
Wow, Gigi. I'm surprised you. How long you been on Clubhouse?
She's been on Clubhouse for a long time.
You fit right in.
Stop
Spirit is.
Yeah, I came from Mandy Fernandez room.
After
Yeah.
Where'd you
a certain
Fernandez?
time of that night, and y'all get really wild. You know that, Lisa.
No, I have to delete
He
the
went
from
out the
last
White
night,
House.
Miss Patty, and it had a lot to do with you. I had to get up real quick this morning and delete that room. Really quick. I woke up and immediately, I woke up like and I went in there, and luckily only one other person had listened to the replays, and it was me that made two, fortunately, by that time of the morning. So Miss Patty is because
You should have kept it up there.
I wanted to so bad. I said, this should really.
I didn't even know you put
the
TC's
people.
name up there. You put it up there to unblock him.
Who?
You did. Somebody.
Who are you talking about?
Somebody put TC's name at the top.
That was Omari who put TC's name. I saw that. I had nothing to do with that. But yeah, he kept calling me, said, "Meese, I'm blocked. I'm blocked." I was like, nobody got you blocked on stage, bro, that I know of. But nah, sis, it was you. I had to go back. I said, let me delete this really quick because I'm glad
you should have kept it.
No. I love you. You know, fuck these niggas, man. I love you.
No, I should have kept it because I want everybody to know.
No. That was way too much. I was uncomfortable. I'm just gonna look after you. I'm gonna protect you because I'm not that type of person, you know. Just one way behind your fucking back.
Do you think my feelings is hurt that I said I?
No, I'm not saying that your feelings was hurt, but you know how people take situations and make them their own because we got I-9.
I'm gonna make it his own, so he can stay the fuck away from me. How about that?
Well,
you got TC last night?
Anthony, be quiet, Haitian. Be quiet, Haitian.
I love Lisa, but Lisa, I'm not the type. Listen, trust me. I don't care. Ben knows I hate him. Ben has had to tell him to be on mute before I lose my fucking mind.
And
everybody in here knows I hate him.
I understand that, but the way the conversation was, I was uncomfortable. And G, you don't know anything about me. Right, Ever. I don't know what you're talking about, doo-doos. And a safe place. This is a safe place for everybody. If you don't like it, stay the fuck out. It's a safe place for everybody, whatever because we got into religion last night, and it was a safe place for atheists. It was a safe place for Muslims, Christians, whatever. I'm not there to judge. It's not my job.
Everybody have
it's not my fucking job to judge. And since you're so fucking perfect, then maybe you'll be the judge and jury.
Yeah, Lisa does try to have a voice for everybody. It's just some people I can't take. I only could take so much of their lives.
Well, I love you. I mean, I felt uncomfortable when I went back and listened to it. I said, I know what Patty's saying. I know and I respect you and the way you feel and your opinion about them two individuals. But I felt, there could be little things in here that people misinterpret, and I'm just going to take it down. That's what my spirit said, so I took it down.
Misinterpret that I hate him. What is to misinterpret that I said Anthony's a coon? So now I said it in my room. Unfortunately, it's not a recorded room for you guys to take back. But if they ask me, I will tell them. I have told them on stage. I will tell them in Lisa's room. I will tell them if they come in here. They are coons. I can't stand them.
Wait, I got questions for Matt. Matt, why wasn't it a safe place for the gays? I don't even recall them having a conversation about gays in 420.
What happened to Ashton, Spiritus?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Am I sleeping through all this good stuff?
Yeah, you probably
No, I don't want to hear any dirty laundry. You were there, but you weren't. But you were probably asleep.
But they were not being nice to her. Is all I'm asking. Were they not being nice? That's all I'm asking.
Oh yeah,
you talking about last night or Friday night?
No, I'm talking about 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
So that would make it Thursday.
No, I would make it Friday.
I think it was Friday. I don't know. It was just one of those things where I was like, yeah, I'm not coming back.
Because this Ashton's birthday.
Anthony was I mean, there's no reason to go after Ashton, and that's what Anthony was doing.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
It was so beyond it was so beyond the pale that
that's disgusting. I don't do that.
I had to rage quit. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not putting myself in the company of those people anymore. I'm just not doing that.
So who was there to push back for Ashton, or you guys were just enjoying the content?
I would have
I was not enjoying the content, and I was asking if people were going to push back, but I think everybody was asleep or something.
You know what, G? You can come up and say that to my face with your big typing and shit down there. I don't know, and I don't protect. Let me make you
absolutely clear. I don't protect any other grown-ass adult unless there is some deficit as to where they need my protection, especially when it comes to men. So I don't know where the fuck you come from or what you're talking about or who you used to being around, but you don't know me and you got me
Yeah,
all the way
she does
fucked
protect
up.
the women in the room if a man is coming at them. She had to be asleep, y'all, so don't do that.
Yeah, this
do
is
not
crazy.
do that to Lisa, okay?
Yeah, because I don't do that, and obviously you can hear,
I started
but it might be your interpretation of what you hear.
I'm like, I don't know what she taking up for.
Yeah, I take up
I'd
for
be
the
like, I
women
don't
in the
need your
room
help.
100%. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
So she does take up for women if a man attacks them, so don't do that. She was not around. She couldn't have been around.
I was not there, you fucking weirdo. If I was there, I would have said something. I took up for Ashton last night. If you hearing, why don't you tell the truth about what you hear? They were coming after Ashton on her birthday last night about some dumb shit because you know how tacky you motherfuckers are. And I was like, no, we're not going to do that. Because Ashton, they was coming about her Christianity. And it's on repeat.
Okay, so stay out the goods. Because they're not going to come
Oh, yeah, because that's true.
Right.
That's right, because you know what? I would go off on this dumbass nigga. So go ahead. All right.
Can I tune into this real quick? Because people gotta be mindful.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it really simple and calm. But people gotta. That's an interference, but people gotta be mindful. Guess what? Everybody on here is being attacked by somebody, and of course, you all want protection. And I have to know not to talk about me. But I'm going to somebody at a agreement real quick. I'll be quick.
Okay.
But for us to be attacked by groups, right? And usually nobody comes to our fences, and sometimes that's simply because they know they're gonna get attacked too. And so, you can't hold Lisa accountable for not protecting somebody. That's not her job. That girl need to get a backbone just like I had to. I had to fend for my life on this app too. Just, you know what I mean? You walk in the room, 10 people jumping at you, simply because you're Gigi or because whatever, and you thug it out, you fight it out, try the best way you can. Stand 10 toes down. You cannot hold other people accountable for not jumping into somebody else's fight because guess what? We get tired of fighting on this app. Why do you think I am in 8 rooms right now? Because I know as soon as I go in there, they're going to pick a fight just to fight and say we fought with Gigi. I don't feel like it right now. I'm not doing it. And guess what? How many people won't come to my side? Maybe 1 or 2, or maybe not. Because guess what? They know they're going to be next. So don't hold this woman accountable for not jumping in and protecting a grown-ass woman or a grown-ass man. No, hold and stand your ground. Just like I had to. Don't be no punk-ass bitch. If you see him getting packed up, something wrong with that. They try to pack me up every day. I swear I still win.
Gigi, I just went to this. I don't usually read profiles because I'm not interested. But I just read this person's profile, and this is why. Play the clip. That's why I leave the replays on. I'm not afraid to back up anything I say, but I bet you won't flip. Go your way. We got all day. We got all fucking G. And since you're a Clubhouse lawyer, get in there and get it. You know how to do that kind of research. You know how to pull that information. Go get it, G.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just
because I have
wait. Hey. So Gorsuch called out his fellow conservatives for wavering on Trump's tariffs. Have y'all talked about that? I don't know how he called him out, but let me see what's going on.
Yeah, he gave him. He got 10-15 days, or he said, or else he will receive the consequences. Yeah.
Okay.
He being a little bully. Yeah. And it's like he putting his feet down, and I don't blame him. They got 10 or 15 days.
Justice Neil Gorsuch. Okay. Took his colleagues on the left and the right to task for their views on the views of the doctrine,
which stipulates that Congress speak clearly when it is granting the president's powers to deal with the matters of major economic and political significance. The Supreme Court therefore may say that presidents can't find a specific and significant power in an ambiguous law. Roberts also pushed back on an idea raised by Justice Brett Kavanaugh, Samuel Alito, and Clarence Thomas that Congress intended to give presidents flexibility with broad language. It is precisely in cases dealing with the major issues the Chief Justice wrote that the court should be skeptical of sweeping claims of presidential powers. There is, Roberts wrote, no major question exception to the major questions doctrine. The spirited back and forth may explain why the tariff case took months for the courts to resolve, and it exposed risks that could prove meaningful for Trump and for future presidents. Conservatives seem united about how the major question doctrine worked when they were applying it to Democratic presidents. They cited it to invalidate President Joe Biden's policies, including his student loan forgiveness program, environmental policies, and his response to COVID-19 pandemic. But those same justices were nevertheless deeply divided Friday about its use when it came to Trump's tariffs. 3 conservatives in dissent claimed it didn't apply. 3 liberals in the majority said it wasn't needed, and 2 conservatives spent dozens of pages debating what exactly it is. Past critics of major questions doctrine do not object to its applications in this case. Gorsuch, who was Trump's first nominee to the High Court, voted against the president Friday, wrote of the 3 justice liberal and that also declared the tariffs illegal. Still others who have joined major questions decisions in the past dissent from today's application of the doctrine, he wrote. Of the 3 conservative justices who would have allowed Trump to continue his tariffs, it is an interesting turn of events. In the end, a combination of conservative and liberal justices concluded that the 1977 Emergency Powers Law Trump relied on to impose the sweeping tariffs did not give him the authority to do so. The president has other authorities to levy these duties and made it clear in a combative press conference hours after the court's decision that he would quickly turn to those other laws. Okay, y'all done. Okay.
Thanks, Patty.
Can you cover his, what is he doing Tuesday? I just woke up, I'm looking at Alex Witt. Is it the State of the Union? What is it Tuesday?
Yes, State of the Union.
Can you cover that? Are you around, Gigi?
Gigi,
you gonna be around on Tuesday? I'd like your commentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can just give you what they're saying. So as of Tuesday, February the 24th, 2026, President Trump is delivering his State of the Union address, focusing on new economy agendas after raising global tariffs of 50% following a Supreme Court setback. He is navigating the rocky economy landscape, including inflation concerns and local battles over previous tariff renewals. And that goes where State of the Union, the President Trump addresses the Congress to highlight his economic plan and defend his trade policies, as you know he will. And then you got the Terrific Heights, which is following a Supreme Court ruling against his previous duties. Interesting. Trump is implementing new higher 15% global tariffs. And that's economic focus amongst installing growth. The White House is pushing a national interest narrative while the administration faces scrutiny over inflation and the legal attack implementation. So, and that's the economy courses. We're talking about the legal and the political fallout. Oh my God. The administration are facing pressure over the estimate 133 I thought they said it was about 100 and some trillion. So now they're saying pressure over the estimate of 133 billion collected from prior tariffs. Meanwhile, the polls show approval rates about 37%. They keep switching the news. That's why you can't even follow the news. So this information is based on reports from February 21 to 22, 2026 regarding events leading up into Tuesday, February the 24th, 2026. Now, when I was watching the news today, the news today, I was watching him give a deadline. He was given a deadline, and that's fine. So that's what y'all asking for. So that's what I just gave y'all.
Okay, appreciate that. But yesterday, who am I talking to? Oh, Patty, you said that the consumers were not going to be able to, or were not going to get a refund from this money that they're suing him for. And
I mean, some companies, I don't know what, but honestly, they don't have to give them no refund.
I feel like I've been robbed.
You have to purchase it.
I feel like a victim.
Well, a bunch of companies are suing them, and I'm sure they'll pass on the savings to you.
Yeah, they might have a Black Friday sale. I don't know. For you to purchase later on. But I don't know how you would get a refund for tariffs. You chose to buy it.
Well, that's true. We do choose to make these purchases. But if the tariffs were deemed, am I using the correct term, illegal, and you have no recourse?
Nope. The companies get their refund, but we don't get our refund.
Yep, and about 94% of the tariffs should pass on to consumers, but we're not going to get any of that.
Newsom and Pritzker is suing for like $1,700 per household or something.
Yeah, that's what okay. I know I wake up in the middle of wake up to the news, and the news has been playing in the background, but JD, that's what I was hearing, okay? And I'm not really, I don't need nobody really trust me to print a check, but I feel like I've been victimized, and then there's no recourse for me to be made whole. So, I mean, I'm glad that that somebody's going to be able to recoup the money, and I'm not hating on them because some of the businesses like Costco, I don't know about the smaller ones, they didn't, to my understanding, to my knowledge, what little it is, Costco did not pass a lot of that on to customers. But Spiritus, did Costco pass the tariff increase?
No. They say no, but they're suing a bunch of companies or something.
And Costco has a right to sue. They need to get their money back. They paid extra money. They sucked the cost up. They need their money back.
Yeah, it was a win-win for the corporations.
Really?
So they're gonna pass the tariff onto us, and then even if it gets deemed illegal, they just get that money back anyway, and they keep the profits. So.
What y'all talking about, Goonies?
I believe that, Sean. Thank you for saying that. It just makes me seem like I don't feel like I'm the only one that has that.
What the fuck are you talking about? My name is Kaylin.
I'm talking to Sean, though. Not Kaylin. Apologies. Go ahead, sister. I don't know what you were talking about. But
I dropped her already too late.
I don't think she knows.
But I think
2 minutes.
But I think the biggest thing is, like, when we buy things like the records, you will have to have proof that the things that you bought were affected by the tariffs. So our companies keeping records of their customers' purchase. If you are in a loyalty program, well, yes, but if you just go buy everyday goods, there's not a record for the company to then refund those back to you.
I was just including that because I have a friend who's preparing for her nuptials, and she had ordered this kind of like a stage, maybe. I wasn't really clear what it was, where the minister was going to be elevated above the floor, and it got caught some kind of way in customs because there was a tariff applied to it. So she had to pay that. Well, the company paid it because they're the ones who ordered it, but they passed it on to her. And I'm wondering, and it was a lot. So I'm wondering in that aspect, but me just going out and buying, pork rinds and some shit like that, I wasn't talking about that because that's very hard to trace back to how all that went down. But things that are identified and something that was like a huge item that was purchased and a tariff was applied to it. That's what I was pretty much asking on individual things.
Yeah, I think with Costco and Sam's Club and all those places where because Costco tracks your purchases, they give you like a rebate at the end of the year based on what you bought, like around the time you have to renew your membership. So I think with those type of companies, they actually have the data and they can just say, okay, let's see how all the purchases that were made that were affected by tariffs. And then they could actually, they have the infrastructure to pay out those rebates at the end of the year for all the members. So the first company that does it is going to get full clout on the internet and saying, yeah, that's why we're Costco members. They actually gave us back our money, things like that. Whichever company does that is going to get all the clout.
Okay, so Matt has a question for Gigi. The reason why he wanted to ask you, Gigi, is because you're new to the room, and Matt's like he's one of our non-green bean holding, but he's actually a green bean. He's my baby green bean. So he wanted to ask you, what is a tariff?
I don't know why, but it's really just the Supreme Court.
It's the Supreme Court.
Huh?
Look it up real quick, baby. Don't.
Well, you gotta go and do you mean? What is the tariff? It's the Supreme Court, baby. What?
Somebody dropped Gemini.
She's a sweetheart.
Be specific, because I like to rather go in depth.
So
if you don't know about the courts and things like that.
President Trump. Let me explain. So President Trump did the tariffs, and it made certain things more expensive. Look it up real quick, and then read it, and then you come up with in your brain what exactly.
She did the Supreme Court. It's the Supreme Court. She said what she said.
Yeah, but maybe she doesn't understand. She just knows it went to the Supreme Court. So just Google it real fast.
Nah, that ain't what she said.
All right, can you let her build? Let's build.
Hold on. Give me a second.
We built it. Matt is so diabolical. So, okay, y'all build with Gigi. She's a sweetheart, y'all.
So how okay, let's build. How is the tariff a Supreme Court? Could you explain the correlation, please?
Why do you think it's the Supreme Court? Because we know it's not. So why do you think it's the Supreme Court?
Okay, I'll just.
Or what made you think that? Is it because it was in the news and the Supreme Court had to rule on the legalities of it? Is that why, Gigi, baby? Oh, Lord, y'all done made Gigi go on mute.
Let's build a house on the ocean.
Y'all done made my girl go on mute. And she don't like to go on mute. She like to keep talking.
She's doing her she's looking it up, I think.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Gigi's doing it.
We're encouraging people to learn. That's great.
I read what they say, because I'm not sitting in the court. So you come
look it up.
The tariff. Yeah, the tariffs hasn't made a difference for the company. So the Supreme Court in February.
It's got an echo. Somebody's got their mic.
Somebody gotta go on mute. I can't see right now. 2026 decision to strike down major tariffs. They call it tariffs. Okay, and then it's posed by Donald Trump under the International Emergency Economic Power Act, the IEEPA, expected to boost the U.S. economy, potentially increasing average households' income by nearly $1,000 and providing a modest stimulative effect through the creates insignificant 100+ billion a year radioactive refund scenario for importers. So the key impacts of the
Retroactive. You said radioactive.
Thank you.
Could you please stop interrupting her submission, please? Who was that, Moose, please?
It's okay.
That's Devon.
It's
He was
okay.
just helping her out.
Yeah, it's okay. The retroactive refund scenario for importers. And so the key impacts of the 2026 Supreme Court tariff rulings is one, the economical, and as the ruling eliminates taxes that were estimated to cost the average household roughly 1,000 to 2,000 annually, which had previously driven up prices on consumer goods. And then they got the refund mess. The decision, that's crazy how they call it refund mess. That's a joke. I think they're funny. Refund mess because it is a mess. The decision requires the federal government to refund over $100 billion in previously collected tariffs. Two. Businesses creating complex long-term administrative challenges as noted by Justice Kavanaugh. And then you got the reducted inflationary pressure. By removing these tariffs, the decision helps mitigate. Why we know these big words? Not big, it's just my tongue. Mitigate the inflationary pressure caused by higher import costs. I don't even know what that is. I'm not familiar with that. And then you got the mixed economic signals. So while overturning the tariffs, stimulating growth, it also created an uncertainty by impeding trade deals and removing a revenue source that had generated over 140 to 160.
All right. I think that was a good explanation.
Wait, Gemini, this is Patty's.
That's enough. Gigi, we appreciate the fact. I heard enough. That was the most brilliant explanation for tariff.
Somebody dropped Gemini.
I think we should drop ban. I think we should drop ban in my Gigi at this point.
I'm just saying, because you know what? I mean, it's like, child, everybody ain't everybody. I'm going to drop you as soon as I get to my phone.
Wait, you noticed your phone already?
Wait, what happened?
And don't even talk about physics. Y'all got jokes. Y'all not going to have me doing these lessons.
Gigi, don't be trying to educate
That is
people.
funny. No, y'all not.
You can't educate some people, Gigi. Just go right
That's
ahead.
not going to work. Shut up. To work. I'm doing it. Look me.
Arthur, I'm going to drop you too.
Just y'all are not giving her proper respect.
I voted to drop ban in my Gigi. What are you talking about? That's respect.
Don't give me no mind, please. I don't do minds. And that's with respect. I don't want to be held accountable for nothingness. And no wrong. That's the one thing I ask. Don't give me no mind, please. I respect your room, but I don't want to.
Who moved me down and why? I don't understand.
Nobody. You moved yourself. We can see it.
No, I did not.
We can see it. Nobody moved.
Screenshot that.
I ain't got to prove nothing to you.
So you're lying.
I'm looking at it right here. You moved herself down.
Yeah, she moved herself down again.
It might have been that
We
half
can
that
see
you
it.
claim you didn't move yourself down, but because it would have said
If you left and come back, then then
You didn't
they
say anybody moved you.
They made it
with Monica. I'm not lying about that.
You know, last night I saw the real Chicago side of JD, and it was very.
I'm dead.
JD.
Nothing to JD. JD did himself. I'm like, that was good, JD. I enjoyed that side of you. I hope to see more of it.
I'm dead.
Who was acting up, JD?
JD, what was you doing, man? What was you on?
Hey, as soon as I came in the room,
What kind of language come out of JD? I'm serious about it.
Oh, well, you've been asleep because JD been going a little hard.
JD was banging the other night.
I told him, JD.
What the hell going on, JD?
Seen that side
What
of
I
you
missed?
before.
Bro, man, as soon as I came in the room, bro, man, Finity was just on some bullshit.
Oh, enough said.
He decapitated this dude named Kim. Like, I ain't seen that kind of like decapitation in a minute. Like, I was like, JD.
Oh my God.
Hey, man, you heard his real self come out, didn't you?
I know, JD, I'm serious about it. You know, my relationship, as far as we've been, you know, JD's always been a gentleman, soft-spoken, funny, got jokes.
Yeah, he's tired of MAGA, that's why. He done got
Okay,
tired.
that's okay. That's all right, JD. You're entitled, but I was just, damn, what is going on here?
Hey, MAGA fatigue. He got MAGA fatigue.
Have you seen MAGA JD though? MAGA JD was epic.
Oh, at that time that we were in there pretending like we were MAGAs and people were taking that shit.
That shit was funny.
It is good. That was a good skit. We do that shit again, but they on to it, JD, now, so that was a good. Now, you were involved in that too, Gemini.
Yeah, I popped right in the middle of it, called them immediately, and they did not know what was going on.
Hey, it's so fun playing stupid. Like,
Hey, AB.
it's so easy.
Hey, bro.
Let me ask you, is this chick over here, Ann, is that really a white woman?
Yes, she is. What's the problem? She been minding her business this whole time.
She definitely MAGA.
Yeah, she's definitely MAGA. She is MAGA.
She has a Trump hat on in her PTO, so I don't think that's a secret.
Hey, Ann, you off the
And how you feel about these terrorists?
I don't know yet.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Somebody needs to talk.
And you don't know how to feel about the tariffs at all? Seriously?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
You were wearing a Trump hat, and that was a big part of what he ran on, and you don't have a feeling about that?
But Gemini, MAGA don't think for themselves.
Be quiet. Somebody drop BWA. So I'm just saying, but then after he got from a court that I guess he miscalculated on, and he goes back and he drops dirt on them. It's like those are the people that you were counting on. You put them in place for a reason, and you had all that praise until 48 hours ago or 72 hours ago, wherever it went down. And how do you feel about how he literally snakes? You know, he's like a fucking viper. It's like, you know, we cool once we kissing your ass and licking your balls, but then, you know, when we do our job, and that's their job, right? And then he gonna turn on a. What do you think about that, sis?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't do
Because you're not eating talk, because you're
I'm eating, but I don't do politics on the weekend.
Let me stop eating while you're talking.
Well, you stop eating when you're talking.
Wait, hold on. You don't do politics, but you got a MAGA hat on. Fuckers, that's the problem right there.
Huh? What's wrong?
What's going on? And you up for work? You on a break?
Hey, Gigi. Hey, girl.
Hey, baby. How
Good. Gigi, ask Gigi. Gigi's a conservative like me.
We're asking you.
Can you stop chewing
Shut your stupid ass down, chewing like that in my ear.
you chewing them fucking nasty pork.
Oh, paralyzed. Sorry.
Y'all can blame me. I dropped it. Somebody gonna tell somebody I did it. That shit's out there.
Right. How do you just chew in some people's fucking ear, man?
It's just blatant disrespect. She thinks it's cute. She thinks it's funny.
It's the MAGA way. It's the MAGA way.
Sensitive.
That's when you're nasty.
The girl was chewing on Mike. Sometimes we gotta eat. I was chewing last night. I was trying not to be loud about it, but you know, we trying to multitask.
I'm gonna come over you next time, so y'all can hear some slobbering. And then we'll be eatery.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Then they try to make it seem
I already see
like
where you're going.
something going on over
Abort
there.
mission.
Shut up,
Abort mission.
about to get dropped.
Like on that Biggie album, yo. Yeah, I mean, like MAGA, they don't give a fuck about this country, bro. They don't care about this country. They different.
Call me now, Lisa. Call me now. Oh, okay. And I just want to say, you know, Haitian always try to make it seem like he got something going on. The slobbering part is when they're trying to feed him his insure through a straw. He can't. No, don't do that.
That's the fake shot. That's the only thing about the straw, the fake shot, yo. That's a head shot.
Like the slobbering something else. It's that insure.
That's a headshot right there, yo.
I apologize for yesterday, y'all. I just could not open the room. I had a whole bunch of shit going on. Bam usually opens the room, but I think he probably had a whole bunch of shit going on. So, yeah.
You had a life, Patty, and you were holding it.
No, fuck that. We don't pay you to not open the room. Like, what's going on?
Pay you? Wait a minute. Let me go check my.
No, but even when I'm busy, I try to open the room and then.
I'd like to ask Gemini a question, if that's okay.
Yesterday, I just could not do it.
That's okay, Patty. You do have a life off of the app. I don't know why you try to make it seem like everything is revolving around Clubhouse, because it's not.
No, I got a lot of messages like, why you don't have your room up? Is your room up on my blog?
Were they sending money to you in those messages, or what was it?
You gotta put your cash app in your bio.
They wasn't sending nothing but aggravation. Yeah,
go ahead and put your cash app in your bio so you can refer them to that when they ask.
Thank you, for sure. Okay, April, get ready, babe. All right.
Gigi, you had a question?
I did, but I didn't want to interfere. I do have a question for you, Gemini, because my question is this: do you think that the problem is the government, or do you think the problem is the people?
Could you clarify your question just a little bit more? The problem in what way?
Well, you're talking about the Supreme Court and the tariffs, right? Do you think that they have to come up with these different laws because of the people, because of these companies, and how it's affecting the people?
Did Ann drop herself?
No, I dropped her because she kept eating the mic, and we asked her to stop eating in the mic, and she stopped eating and kept eating in the mic and was being rude as fuck, so I dropped her.
Who, Ann?
The girl with
No, I just think.
MAGA hat.
What happened, Aunt? What'd you do?
No, yeah.
I didn't join you.
She wanna stop chewing in our ears like a nasty.
No.
She wanna stop chewing in our
asked her
ears.
respectfully to stop eating while she's talking, and she doubled down and did it like.
She kept chewing them nasty pork rinds in our ears.
Okay. Well, you guys are being very sensitive because they asked me a question. I turned off the mic and I said I'm eating. I said I'm eating right now. And then
Yo, this is what you call privilege for real. What's that real? Like, you really gonna try to argue about being inappropriate with chewing in people's ears? Like you didn't learn that at 3 years old.
All you gotta do, be an adult and just apologize. That's it. It's so simple. Just apologize.
Okay,
I don't mind my own business. I'm being completely fine. You guys are just sensitive, and I'm not doing that. Leave me alone. And I'll go on.
Let me go with her, okay? So, Ann, do not chew in people's ears. It's kind of nasty.
Especially that nasty pork.
That's it. Hey, stop.
Leave me alone, please, babe.
So, hey, Ann, do not chew in people's ears. That is
Excuse me, they asked me a question, and I said I'm eating right now.
Okay. Next time when they ask you a question, if you don't want to answer, or if you're eating, just put it
put it in the chat. Don't ask her no question, y'all. If she says she's
Like,
here.
why are they like?
But if she kept chewing and trying to be disrespectful.
She was on mute. It wasn't intentional. It was definitely.
Yeah, it wasn't until I was asked a question.
Okay. All right, we're gonna let that go.
And I'm sorry, Gigi. Gigi was answering or trying to.
Yeah, Gigi was asking the question.
What was the question?
So my question is, when you talk about all these laws that they're trying to disqualify or whatever, when it comes to this candidate, do you think the problem is the government or the people? Because it's the reason why they're doing these things is because of the people. So who do you think is the problem? The government or the people?
I have that answer now. I understand your question. For me, it's most likely the violent left, because they just create such chaos with their political violence that if Trump doesn't impose tariffs on them, we don't know what it'll be. Chaos. So it needs to happen.
And skip it. Can I say something?
Such an asshole. I'm not.
Gemini, can I say something to that, bro? Like, first of all, this whole notion of the violent left, bro, that's a myth. That's not real. Bro, the right.
We agree with you, bro. There is a violent. There's a very violent left. What are we talking about?
No, I'm talking about reality. Like the majority of the violence, like domestic terrorism that's happened in this country, has come from the right. like that. This violent left. I don't know where y'all get that from. Like that's a myth. That does not exist. That does not exist, Gemini. That does not exist. Now, I'm not.
I mean,
wait. Hold on.
was assassinated. There's that Transformers.
You got that.
This white girl talking. I swear to God, she better not be talking to me. But look, here go the thing.
Was Charlie Kirk not assassinated?
Exactly.
Come on, there's a violent left.
Well, I mean, hold on. Let me answer that, Gemini. He was a bigot. Like, fuck him. I don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk or whatever. He was a racist.
And you're part of the problem. Listen, hold up for 1 second. You know what? This is a part of the violent left right here. You guys are hearing it. You hear how he's so callous in his assessment of what happened to Charlie Kirk?
I'm not saying.
That was good. He's dead, brother.
Gemini, I don't believe in political violence. I don't believe in that. That's what took out MLK, and a lot of people like who are from our community. I don't believe in political violence at all. Charlie Kirk, I just don't care because he was a racist. He was against us black people. You know what I'm saying? But like when we talk about actual political violence, that comes from the right. That's a.
Gotham, can I ask you a question? Do you care about humanity? Do you care about humans?
Yeah, I do.
Was Charlie Kirk a human?
Yeah.
Okay, care.
Okay, so no, I'm talking about political violence though. Like someone took out Charlie Kirk because he was a piece of shit. Fuck him. He could burn in hell.
He was killed because of freedom of speech. He didn't deserve to die because he killed racist.
Here you have the violent left.
He didn't deserve to die for freedom of speech.
Let me finish. I'm not saying I agree with the fact that they killed him. I'm not saying that. But I don't care. And you as a black man, why would you care about somebody who was against you? But anyway, what I'm saying is this. This whole right-wing conspiracy that there's a left-wing, like Antifa. Like people actually believe Antifa is an organization. Like no, that's not an organization. That does not exist. There's no headquarters for Antifa. There's no website for Antifa. Like that shit don't exist. That shit comes from the right. A bunch of white supremacists or whatever. And y'all niggas fall for this shit. Y'all fall for it. Like just like this Ann bitch that was just in here. Like she probably living a miserable life or whatever, and she thinks that.
Can you not call her out on her name? Like, there's no reason to call her a bitch, bro. You just hold up. No personal attacks on the stage. If you disagree with what she's saying, do that, right? You should have the intelligence to be able to do that without going to personal attacks. Don't call her a bitch.
Okay, I apologize. Okay, all right, but no, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is that. Like we gotta understand, and like Gemini, I just came from China, bro. I was in China for like 7 days or whatever. and they're doing everything better than us over there, bro. Like I'm from Lower Manhattan, bro. I'm from New York. I'm from Lower Manhattan or whatever. And mind you, New York is my baby. I love it to death or whatever. But when I went over to Shanghai and Chongqing and like multiple cities over there, whatever, they're doing everything better than us. The problem with this fucking country is that we're not progressive enough. They're building over there. Like I would not. I just had a little daughter. Or whatever. Like I would not. I'm trying to raise a Nobel laureate instead of a fucking stripper or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it. Like, I got 4 years. Me and wifey got a 4-year plan. We out of here. And like this country is fucked. How the fuck did
Where are you going?
I'm sorry?
In 4 years, where are you going?
Shanghai. But like we elected a monkey. We elected a fucking monkey.
You don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
leave your daughter out of this.
Trump is
a racist as hell. Every woman is a bitch, and they want to talk about your daughter.
Gigi, hold up for 1 second.
No, I'm just saying you probably would.
God, you're all over the place, brother. Let me talk to you for a second. First, you're calling a woman a bitch and then talking about your daughter, right? I'm a girl dad too, so I already know what it is to have a daughter, bro. And if you really care about your daughter, then you will treat all women with respect, whether you agree with their political views or not, right? That's just a baseline of conversation or communication. Outside of that, right, there is a lot of violence on the left. I've seen a lot of violence on the left. I've seen cold-blooded public assassinations that came from the left. I've seen left show no remorse like you just displayed on this stage. You didn't have a drop of remorse. You said you would be happy for him to be in hell on a Sunday, brother. On a Sunday, nonetheless.
I didn't say happy.
So when I start seeing these callous attitudes and indifference to violence as they endorse violence, I don't understand how you cannot say there is a violent left when you embody it. Right? A very callous, a very like stand on it, bro. Stand on it. We violent, so what? Stand on it, bro. There it is. Another violent left is right there.
Because I'm sorry. Don't misrepresent that. I said I didn't care. I didn't say I didn't do that.
Violence is the way, bro. Violence is the way.
I said that multiple times.
I think Brooklyn's trying to.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Brooklyn.
So, Gemini, you giving maggot today, ain't it? Because all of what he said is all of what we think. And to be very clear about what you say, it's not a violent right. I mean, a violent left at all. Charlie Kirk was killed by a right winger, not a left winger at all. So all of the things that you're
Tyler Robinson was not right wing.
And then you taking up for these white hoes on the stage. You know we don't fuck with these bitches.
Bruce is not that bad.
I really think, could you mute up? I really think, Gemini, you need to stay out the way on this one. Let him say what he need to say and get it over with. Thank you.
Let me say this first of all. When Mike, she addressed me, I'm gonna respond directly, right?
Let me answer it because
One second, please. I need to respond. Brooklyn, I do not appreciate the way that these Caucasian queens are being addressed, right? Please do not address the Caucasian queens in that way. I don't hear them disrespecting the black queens in the room, so I think it should go both ways, and we should respect the Caucasian queens in the room as well, all right? And if we're going to deny the endorsement of violence by the left, then we did not hear all of these rooms where they were saying, fuck Charlie Kirk, I'm glad he died, fuck him in the neck hole. They said all kinds of shit. All kinds of crazy shit. And I just couldn't believe the callousness and the indifference to such a public execution in such a horrific manner. I yield.
Well, Gemini, they spoke about it, but they didn't commit the murder. And so all you have to do is look at the stats. You'll see that the predominance of violence is coming from the right wing.
All
Like,
of
we're
it.
talking about hypothetical, we're talking about stats. So let's speak on facts. The facts are the predominance is coming from the white.
You eating just like she was.
How am I eating? No, dude, look, I have a cold. What the fuck are you talking about? I have a cold.
I just heard you smacking.
You didn't hear me smacking? You heard that I have a cold.
All right, well, let's finish it and listen to her.
Be quiet. Be quiet. And first of all, I wasn't addressing you.
You just did the same thing the white girl did.
What are you talking about? I know you're intellectually challenged. And
now, first of all, I'm not.
All right. Let's move on.
I'm trying to get you. Hold on. I'm not not having a conversation with her. I have a cold.
Sit down again, Patty.
And so my question to Gemini, I think it was being facetious, but the other person that spoke before me clearly were talking about the fact that there is data to support the fact that the right wing has been more violent. And so I just want to make sure that Gemini isn't just like trolling and making fun of things, because there are statistics behind the right wing being more violent in the physical form. We're not talking about being on a clubhouse stage. We're talking about the acts of violence.
Yeah, I mean, think about the Oklahoma City bombing. Like, I don't know if y'all old enough to remember that. Those are right-wing people. They came from like a right-wing militia. The domestic terrorism that happens in this country, they are always right-wing. To say it's left-wing, that's a myth. That's not real.
He was trolling you, Gotham. That's all that was.
But no, he wasn't. Gemini is true Mac.
What the fuck is going on?
Not the way, sir. The MAGA way.
The room realizes that liberals are one of the most violent people in the world. Because, like, do you know about the environmentalists that just burn down like whole buildings and they terrorize like Tesla dealerships and they burn everything?
Jeremy, go on mute. You Filipino.
What does that have to do with anything?
So Jeremy, do you classify?
Y'all make me want to get.
He's trolling too, yeah. Jeremy know better than that. Everybody's trolling to that.
Hey, Brooker, just try it. You don't even gotta like use any brain cells. You don't have to use no brain cells. You just like let stupid shit come out of your mouth.
And I wonder, does Jeremy classify the literally the destruction of environmental protection laws by the Trump administration over the past 2 months as violence?
Jeremy?
Right. Good question.
I blame the left for destroying the earth. Because they're not doing a better job than,
No, Jeremy.
Do a better job than that, right?
Jeremy, let me help you. Hold on, let me help you. Jeremy, let me help you. Violence, regulation is violence against the people, against corporations that employ people. That's the violence, the regulations.
No, it's white collar violence, so it's not violence, of course. So.
Oh, we gotta bring race into this. The liberals always bring race.
I'm Sean, you're feeling better. Dude,
I said white collar. What the fuck are we talking about? Blue collar.
Always the color.
Oh, yeah, of course. You don't have the ability to distinguish. Good for you. So my point is that I would like for you to take some time and look at what has happened to environmental regulations under this administration. I mean, just take some time. Just last week, he reversed laws on allowing coal plants to pump out every kind of toxic pollutant that you can possibly find on Earth. He literally reversed his own.
Sir, how come the Earth hasn't ended already?
This shit is over. Hold on.
I'm still trying
to talk. Like, why are you talking over me?
Because I'm mad.
This dude has
That's a good point, JD.
never has any
Sean, I know you have liberal privilege, but answer this simple question.
Thank you, JD. Thank you.
Why hasn't the world ended
I
already?
can't finish my.
Yeah, this world's been ending since.
Good,
JD. That's a good point.
Good point, JD.
I can't address anything you have to say.
What a good point. God, are you kidding me? Why isn't the world ending? How come when I go outside, it looks normal? Where's all these toxins? I don't know.
JD, let me take it a step further, JD. JD, I'm gonna take it a step further, right?
I understand why Gemini is doing what he's doing now. I'm gonna be quiet.
I just want to take it a step further.
This is a special session.
I want y'all to think about this. In 2024, do you guys remember Luigi? How he celebrated, and the women said he was so handsome and such a dashing gentleman.
He was
He shot the guy in the fucking. He shot him on New York streets. He shot him, right? That was left-wing motivation. That was that anti-corporation rhetoric that was being spread, and that's what I'm saying. The left endorses violence.
Hey, Gemini,
they romanticize the violence when it happens.
Gemini, hey, got him. Do you know that Trump uses environmentally friendly orange spray-on tan? Do you even know that? Mm-hmm. And you guys are talking about that.
JD, you know he's the first one to start.
Is this a clowning moment?
Oh, wow.
First of all, if you're talking about Trump cares about the environment, bro, listen, you gotta understand. You gotta understand, JD, bro. Like, look, I grew up with Trump around. We've been dealing with this nigga since the 80s. He's a con artist. He's a scammer. He's not really smart at all. Trump never been a good businessman. He's always been a scammer. He's just been famous. That's
wait. So now you're saying scammers aren't smart?
They're good at scamming. That's it.
But he scammed the whole country into becoming president. That's pretty damn smart to me.
No, if you think in a simplistic way, yeah, of course you would think that way, JD. But bro, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Wait. Let me not even an example. I'm gonna give you a reality of what Donald Trump is. Like in New York, he was known as the Wall Street Pariah. No one took him serious here. He bankrupt. Even when he tried to. Wow. How the fuck? Wait. How the fuck do you bankrupt a casino? He bankrupted like 5 casinos. He bankrupted an entire professional.
No. Professional. Stop you there, brother. That's because people were winning.
You can't stop me.
You gotta understand that he allows people to win. He's fair. He allows people to win at his casinos.
You know how he ran his. You know how he ran his campaign on America. That's the same way he ran his casinos. He made sure everyone was winning.
Wait, can I ask Gotham a question, please? Mods, can I ask Gotham?
One mic on spiritual.
Yeah, so Gotham, explain to me how then Trump's meme coin and Melania's meme coin are down 90%. Explain that to me.
I can explain that.
Wait.
Gotham, sit this one out. Because the left were very critical, and it's all about building community in the cryptocurrency world, right? And there was no community outside of MAGA and the Republican Party. It has to be a bipartisan.
Right, so that's the violent, destructive left.
That they did not support the coin. They didn't support it.
They didn't support it. It's a violent, destructive left ruining, taking money out of people's pockets.
Yep. You got it.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, bro, like the fact that people take Donald Trump seriously, that shit is amazing. That shit is. Hold on, shorty. Hold on, G. The fact that people take Donald Trump as a leader is incredible to me, and that's the reason why I said before, I'm moving my family out of this country. I cannot raise my kids.
Because you know what? Let me ask you this. Have you seen another president come in and make $1.4 billion his first year in office? And then you're going to hold up. You're going to try to tell me he's a bad businessman, but he came into office, launched a crypto coin that he was able to
fullest, and he's made $1.4 billion his first year in office. So how can he be a bad businessman? Explain that to me.
Okay. So first of all, who was that? Bow Wow. I don't know how to pronounce your name, buddy. But anyway,
it's Gemini. It's really simple to astrological symbol.
All right, but look. Here's the thing. When you are head of state in this country, someone got a hot mic. Someone got a hot mic.
I never let that happen.
Someone has a hot mic. Like who talking right now?
Well, you would have been more scared.
Patty, mute up, Patty. Patty, mute up, Patty.
All right, but look,
I'm talking to my dog. Sorry.
Talk to that nigga on mute, Patty.
Oh, now Patty gonna troll with her dog. Wow.
No, somebody. No, what happened was my friend gave her a bath, right? And I was supposed to take her to the groomers. She was supposed to take her to groomers. So I'm like looking at my dog, and she forgot. I guess she forgot. She fell asleep. She didn't wake up on time. So.
Is your dog liberal too?
Patty, this is not chillism. We're going back to the conversation.
Can I continue?
Dog. I don't like him taking a bath in the bathroom. My poor dog. And he was scared.
Yo, Patty.
I don't want nobody touching him like that.
Take care of your dog.
I don't like when I touch my dog. I never on the ground.
Here's the thing. Let me say this. Like, here's the thing about the United States. This is a beautiful country. Like it's mad huge. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to like the Grand Canyon or like the Redwood Forest.
I've been to the Gulf Stream waters. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's good. Like, this country is gorgeous. But the problem is that our government has been so fucked up. Like, this is a fucked up country. This is a racist country. America has always been that. And there's nothing any one of y'all. Wait.
Liberals hate America.
Let me finish.
Always want to do a podcast, man.
Let me finish.
Now it's racism. That's why you're in the podcast. It's the racism now.
Yes, it is the racism.
Yeah, let me finish. This country has always been America.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
God damn it. Look, America is a racist country. There's nothing any one of y'all right now can prove me wrong. But this is all I know. But like, I'm a traveler. Like, I travel. God damn it, bro. Like, I can't finish talking.
No.
Somebody that repeat the same word.
They let Gigi troll you because they don't. They let Gigi troll you because they don't like what you're saying.
All right, now, wait. Racism is always the excuse. It's always the racism.
Racism exists, Jim, and I'm sorry that bothers you.
I can't finish. What I'm saying is that, like, most of you guys have never traveled. I'm pretty sure most of y'all in here don't even got a fucking passport. But here go the thing. And I've always known this. I've always known this. That, like, we're not the only country that has freedom. Like Americans, like us Americans, we think we're the only people who got freedom and joy around the world. Bro, if you go to Europe,
10 seconds, bro. 10 seconds.
JD, let me finish.
10 seconds, bro.
No, wait.
Hey, 10 seconds, bro. Yeah, you got 10 seconds, bro. That's crazy.
All right, whatever. All right. But, like, all right, whatever. I can't talk. But, like, if you go overseas or whatever, the food that we eat here, that we grew up on, it's not even considered food over there. Like bread. Like, have you ever eaten
Y'all all over the place. Are you talking about racism or food?
Come on, man, Jim. Let's stop talking.
Yeah, we gotta. You gotta land it, bro. Land your plane, sir. Land your plane. Put your wheels down.
Fragile as shit,
We're out. Now, one sentence.
Yeah, we can't address a million different things, bro.
Right.
Like, y'all have limited intellectual capacity.
One mic, brother JD.
Intellectual capacity.
So look, I'll answer.
But I am a JD fan, so you gonna let him talk.
Yeah.
He the first man. He the first man. That's why he get to do what he wants. Okay.
He gotta let me talk though.
Hey, God, no, we let you talk about it.
I don't want to drop you. One mic on JD.
All right, so I'm just gonna answer 2 points. All right, and that's it. I'm not gonna answer the whole, your whole podcast. So number one, like Gemini said, Trump is a good businessman. If you know Trump, he ran on making America great again, and that everyone is gonna win. And like I said, in his casino, he made sure everyone won until every dollar was out that motherfucker. Okay? And then it went bankrupt. That was just, this for the West.
Jay,
right?
you don't know.
And number two, hold on, bro. Hold on.
You talking about?
All right? And then number two, race, that don't exist no more. You bringing up old shit. See, that's the problem when you live. You guys keep talking about old stuff. Trump loves you, bro. Like, honestly, Trump loves you. You should really, when you pray, you should face Trump Towers when you pray. Like, I mean, that's how it should be.
And let's be clear, Jay, you need to take it a step further. The Dow
Wait a second. Did this nigga say racism is over? Did this nigga say racism is over?
Concrete, can we? I'm gonna follow.
No, you want to jump. Got him. But you want to booty clap for JD's weird ass statement that racism don't exist.
Okay, Concrete's gonna have to sit down. He's gonna sit this one out.
Concrete, keep your woke standpoints to yourself.
Right. Right now, if we want to remember, Trump just had blacks, at the White House recently, right? Let's get it clear. If you really look at the way that he moves, he kind of goes on both sides. Sometimes he does things that might appear to be anti-African American in certain ways, but it's really not. If you look at the people that he endorsed, if you look at the way that he actually has aligned himself, he posted a variety of pictures with Puffy, with the late Reverend Jackson, right? Who he actually had one of his offices housed on his property. That's not something you do. If you don't want African Americans around you, you just don't have them around you. So we really have to stop. Like, I have seen so many people blame racism for them being in the projects, for them being on food stamps, for them being on WIC, for them getting free government food. Like, you need to get out and get something, in the words of Outkast. You can't keep blaming. Like, I don't think any of us had to pick cotton. I don't think any of us were under management, air quote, right? That's never happened. It didn't even happen to your parents. So why are you still crying about shit that's old shit? I don't understand it. Blaming a white man. What white man wakes up thinking about your broke black ass?
This is really, really bad. So basically, hold on, got him. Really bad. We just saw the president make monkey out of Michelle and Obama. You saying it doesn't exist? They don't care about us?
Hey, monkeys are
racial environment.
That is not.
Hey, let us fact check Concrete.
In reality, hold on, first man. So the whole point is, hold on. So the whole point is, Divine, y'all are whack.
You said monkeys are guys.
Y'all are
crazy shit.
I didn't hear that.
Hey, gorilla.
Y'all niggas are whack. Y'all niggas are whack because y'all cry about the Republicans being racist, and now we got Gemini saying racism don't get it.
Gemini's MAGA. What the hell are you
What
talking
in
about?
the world is going on? Y'all niggas know Gemini is talking shit. You know JD's talking shit. But y'all niggas sitting on mute. You know why? Because, he's a mod. That's some dumbass shit. Gemini is cheating, moving niggas to the ghoul, over talking niggas, not letting God get his shit off. You know why? Because he got a weak ass point. He need the green bean.
Concrete was left out on the school.
Yo, Jeremy said, I'm so weak. He said monkeys aren't racist and gorillas are strong.
Hey, gorillas are really strong.
Yeah, dude.
So that's actually a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Man, y'all gotta look at the brighter side of things. You guys always try to.
So booty clapping that racism doesn't exist. Weak ass mods that don't want to have real discussions. Wow. And y'all niggas really
always
y'all niggas
fucking up the room. Bro, this dude
you was just jumping goblin, and now you Jumping got him. Now you mad that I pushed back.
You need some bad.
Oh, y'all are weak. Y'all being weak. Stop being soft and sensitive.
Knowing Gemini as you do, what are the chances are he may be trolling?
Concrete. Oh, I know we're not letting sister girl on the stage.
Monica, get him.
There go. Racism doesn't exist.
Get him, Monica.
Racism doesn't exist, Gemini. That's why Monica's here. Racism doesn't exist.
Asian queen. Disclaimer, Monica, unblock anybody that you have, one sec, unblock anybody that you have blocked from politically correct, and you can go. Go to your unblock list.
Is that why you've been moving me down?
I didn't move you down. Unblock any and everyone that you have blocked from this room, and then one mic on you. Thank you. Have a nice.
Let me ask Ben a question.
Hold on, Concrete. Monica, Patty already told you no one has dropped you. Your app is fucked up. Patty's not gonna lie to you. Your app is fucked up. Not one person has dropped you. We don't have to show you.
Release what, Cracker?
Ben, do you agree that we're in a post-racism society? The way JD and Gemini are proclaiming that the Negro is nothing.
Post-racial.
Post-racism, I'll say it the way I want to. Are we in a post-racism society, man? The way Gemini and JD would like us to believe that the Negro doesn't have to worry about racism from the white man anymore? Is that the real world?
We don't. We're now all on.
So I didn't ask you. Ask Ben, brother.
We
Sister.
are now all concrete. We know you saw it.
Ben, you there?
We're now all entrepreneurs because we don't have jobs anymore. Isn't that a benefit?
Wow. There it is.
I still got a job.
Concrete.
People are losing their jobs.
Welfare check can be done.
See, Ben doesn't want to co-sign it because then now I guess he'd be co-signing something Concrete said, and that would be like against his goals.
Dude, Concrete. I'm gonna be honest with you. He don't talk fucked up about you when you're in the room.
Listen, all I did is ask a question. I'm waiting to hear the response. That's all.
I gave you a
Patty, I don't need you. Run it.
He doesn't talk negatively about you.
I'm not listening to you. I don't trust Panamanians, first of all, so don't talk to me, Gemini.
There's where the racism comes from. Right there.
No, I gave him an answer. He didn't like it.
Sean, you was trolling. We don't all have businesses, Sean.
And Ben said he can't speak. He just said he cannot talk.
I take it back.
Ben said he can't speak in the chat, brother.
He said, chill. Come on now. So he said he can't speak. Okay?
Can you hear the question? Can you respond in the chat?
I think he's working.
I don't give a.
Believe it or not, we really do have jobs here.
I don't give a Watusi. I don't give a what to do.
He is not working.
Why do y'all think we don't fucking work?
Ben does not work.
He said he didn't hear what Gemini or JD said. Gemini and JD said that we as Negroes don't have. Patty, I'm speaking. Patty, I'm speaking. Please go on mute.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Please go on mute.
Watch your mouth, bro.
Yeah, you beat me.
JD, you taking this first?
Watch your mouth, bro.
You taking this first?
That's all you gotta do is watch your mouth. Continue. That's it.
Put your eyes on your lips, sir.
Listen, I'm just trolling, Patty. I mean no offense. I'm not trying to disrespect your lady. But you taking this first gentleman position way too serious.
Just watch your mouth.
You taking this first gentleman position way too serious.
You're boring the room, bro. You're boring the room.
Calm down, brother. So Ben,
say what they say.
JD,
Your word. That's it.
Here goes Devon trying to get in the fray. JD said, and Gemini agreed that the Negro doesn't have to worry about them anymore. And that is antiquated thinking. That is archaic. Ancient times. Do you agree, Ben? Yes.
We're in a post-racial society.
That's not archaic. Let me answer that.
All right, thank you. Ben did not agree with you, Gemini. Make it make sense, Gemini.
Let me answer that.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I want Monica to answer that question.
Yeah, me too, Patty. I'm with you.
That's who I want to answer the question. So repeat your question. I want to hear what Monica has to say.
Are we in a post-racism society, which is there's no more racism?
Or one of you two, because you're from another room. So I want.
Well, Patty, I said no.
Okay.
Damn, Gemini. Even
it's
she
not being explained appropriately. It's Okay, what I said is this: like you're taking it out of context, and that's why you're getting the response.
How about you, Ann? How you feel about it? Ann.
Hey, Patty, let me ask her how she feels about this. I think racism exists on such a minuscule scale that is not impacting the black community. A lot of people just don't have the work ethic, right? They don't go out there and get after what they're trying to get to, right? So I think that, yes, it exists, but it's not a roadblock. It might be a roadblock, but it's not a roadblock.
You sound like Anthony right now.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy.
Gemini, let me speak to you. Let me speak to you, Gemini, because you seem to be a brother, with your head on your shoulders or whatever. No.
You got that from this last conversation?
No, I didn't.
I told you about the liberal thing.
Let me finish. Let me finish. What I'm saying is that Gemini, you have a MAGA like sort of view of the world or whatever, bro. Like, listen, racism does, like institutional racism, that's a real thing. But also, yes, we do have problems in our community, the way we think. I say this all the time, and people get on my ass or whatever because, like, I'm half Nigerian, and my mother, she was from the Delta or whatever. But like,
we have breaking news. We have breaking news. There was an armed man that tried to enter Mar-a-Lago, and he was killed while trying to enter.
That news broke about an hour ago.
Let me finish. But also,
violent left again.
I can't finish. Okay,
why is it gotta be so long, bro? Like, can you shorten your submission?
You're out there. I can't finish.
Gotcha. Anyway, 45 seconds.
Go ahead, bro. Like, y'all not gonna let niggas get out of this point. Here's the thing, is that our culture in the United States, our black culture, whatever, I love it, bro. Like, I live and die for it. God damn it. I live and die for that shit. But at the same time, it's like, we're not cultured enough. Like we just don't compete with this. Y'all are afraid to compete with these crackers, bro. Y'all are afraid to compete. Y'all would rather be
Why are you using racist terms?
I knew I was gonna trigger y'all.
All right, y'all. Let's get control. Got them.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah, but you got 10 seconds. Hey, let him go. 10 seconds.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is that it's a reason why these Africans. All right, whatever. All right, I'm done.
Next.
Wow, y'all keep letting that man get trolled to death.
One microphone,
Really disrespectful.
One microphone.
Let that man finish real quick, and then there's too many voices over him.
He's giving me anxiety.
But Gotham, don't do no long ass essay.
Patty, he's giving me anxiety.
I'm not. Yeah.
Take a Quaalude.
Right. Take a Quaalude if you can find them. But look, here go the thing. These, like, black people from different countries or whatever, they come over here and actually compete with black people. Like, black people here, we just want to be entertainers, athletes, and all that shit or whatever. Like, if you go to a hospital, more than likely that doctor, if you see a black doctor, it's going to be an African or whatever. Engineers and all that shit. We do not, us as a people here, we do not study enough math, science, history, and all that. We focus on entertainment and shucking and jiving for these crackers. Like we don't do that shit enough here. And that's a problem.
That's not true. There's a lot of
enough for them.
doctors. A lot of black women doctors are in Pennsylvania right now. I don't know when the last time you ain't got your ass shoved up on. Because black women are there's a lot of black women doctors in Philadelphia area right now. So why would you sit here and say that?
You
sir, enough. Everything does not require a response. Can we just keep the conversation moving along? We want to pass the mic along. We got F. Gray up here. We got so many other people up here. We want to hear from new voices. I'm in the cut. I'm listening, and it's the same people. Let's get some new voices. Shout out to you, Patty.
I had put a title for this room since I see y'all want to crash out. I put a title.
Where's that, baby? Put it in my damn back channel.
Okay, I'll put, because I think y'all, it looked like y'all want to crash, so crash.
No, they're going to make me crash. I'm a beautiful.
Nah, we done. We going back to
No, y'all good. Y'all
serious conversation.
No, JD, I'm not gonna lie. He gives me anxiety. Take him 40 minutes to say something stupid.
Yeah, unless we get a better liberal to go back and forth.
Y'all hate black people, Gemini. Just say it, JD. Y'all hate black people. Say me no black poppy. Just say it.
Bruh, Concrete is annoying in every room he go in.
Fact. Oh, do I have another fan? Who's that? Who is that? Who's that? Bev? Oh, Bev got a nice voice. Welcome to the fan club, Bev. We'll be sending out, pamphlets later, different meeting items.
Boring. Next.
He's gone. Don't worry, Bev. You're safe.
But I agreed with Gemini.
Gemini's a hater, bro.
I didn't drop you that time.
Whoever dropped me.
Who said they agreed with Gemini?
Who shot me, Devon?
It was a joke, brother. I brought you like that.
Because he saw me walking in Bev to the fan club. Gee,
no, I just agree with the
Bev
point.
said she agreed with Gemini. Bev.
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
No, I would just agree with the point where he said, like, because he was basically saying, yes, racism does exist. Like, no one's denying that. But I don't understand why people act like, okay, you can't be successful or thrive because you're black or because of racism, because that's clearly not true. Like, you can. And when we keep telling ourselves, oh, you can't do this because you're black, and it holds people back when you do that, because there's so many examples of that not being true, like, at all.
But let me respond, please. Nobody is saying you can't be successful.
I'm not Concrete. I really
nobody. One second,
I'm so
one second,
sorry.
ma'am.
Like,
1 second. I just want to. 1 second.
I hear you.
You're right, ma'am. I'm very dumb. I agree.
I don't want to hear your response.
All right. Just hit the mute button. That's all. Thank you.
Don't respond to
me. All right.
Don't.
All right.
Like, you're actually.
All right.
You be saying some dumb shit.
Okay.
Like,
All right. Please control yourself. Thank you. So you're saying nobody is saying racism doesn't exist. Nobody is saying you can't be successful. But what you don't want to do is have somebody who is being very diligent, working very hard, and not getting results as their counterparts, and then blame it all on themselves. Because then what will happen is when they double and triple down on their hard work, on their diligence, on their competency, and they still don't get the results, that might lead to them being dejected, frustrated, depressed, right?
So do we have a
One second, real life psychological damage. Real life psychological. 1 second, I'm gonna land. Real life psychological. 1 second, sir. Real life psychological damage. 1 second. Real life psychological damage when people think that we live in a meritocracy. We actually don't live in a meritocracy. So when you want to explain to the youngins that are coming up and trying to navigate the world, yes, racism does exist, but it won't stop you from being successful, but it will be an impediment when you don't see one. Sometimes. And you have to acknowledge that. You have to learn how to navigate around it. And you also have to learn to accept it. Because while you might be more competent than Billy, doesn't mean you'll be able to elevate the vice president in an all-white establishment, right? Because they still
if I would have known,
they still have say over their organization, and you might have to choose an alternate path. It's a reality. I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you.
Go ahead, Jay. One mic on JD.
Go ahead, JD.
You're annoying as
I would have known cross-play.
I'm gonna be racist to you.
Lead to
that. 1 second. Yeah, it went crazy.
I'll follow up his apology.
Y'all don't hear JD talking. Now y'all really gonna make
like he crashed. Go ahead, JD.
I land.
I'm gonna second his apology. Like, look, we all know that most violence comes from the right, but I'm just showing y'all how easy it is for people to try to substantiate
Now you agree
on the MAGA side, and also because some people will take it away and leave the room taking that as the fact think that we really support it. Now, on the racism side, we all know racism does exist, and I don't think blacks are inherently lazy or anything like that. That's stupid as fuck to say. But I do think that we have a lot more paths available forward than we did previously. But we still have to overcompensate because it still does it directly, and that's a fact.
And I wanted to just jump in there real quick. Oh, I don't know. Oh, go ahead, Patty.
No, I was just telling Jim and I agree with him. But go ahead.
Yeah, some of y'all I don't know, maybe you're new, and I can tell when my brothers are doing what they're doing. But when you're ready, I was going to go through a couple of headlines and try to let us pick some that we can talk about. Okay, cool. So everyone knows by now there was a Mar-a-Lago security breach. Law enforcement shot and killed an armed man who entered a secure perimeter of President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate early Sunday. The suspect, identified as a 21-year-old from North Carolina, reportedly carrying a shotgun and a fuel can. The president was in D.C. at the time. We have a historic bomb cyclone headed this way. And I'm going to give Mondami a shout out. He actually shut down the schools. We usually pivot to remote. Where teachers are going crazy trying to do asynchronous and synchronous teaching and learning. Sometimes it's a flipping nightmare, but it was kind of cool. He FaceTimed a little girl named Victoria, I believe her name was, and said, guess what? Stay inside until the snow stops and go out and have a ball. Go out to the park right near you and have a ball. So we also have tariff turmoil. Following the ruling striking down his previous sweeping tariff, President Trump has signed a new order imposing a 10% global tariff, which he later would increase to 15%. U.S. allies have voiced frustration. Businesses are preparing for price hikes. TSA pre-check operational. After a period of confusion during the partial government shutdown, the Department of Homeland Security reversed its early decision and announced that the TSA pre-check will remain operational for travelers. So if you're traveling, good luck getting to the East Coast, but at least you can still do your pre-check. I was looking for something, if anybody has information on what's going to happen with the money that has been collected. There's been a lot of back and forth with that. I thought I heard something about that earlier, but that's all I got for now. You guys already know about the Mar-a-Lago security breach. I'm interested to know who this young man is, if anybody has information about that. But that's all I got for now.
Did they say anything about his political affiliation, or that hasn't been made clear yet?
Wait, Devon, let me ask you a question, Devon. Like, are you a New Yorker?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you support Mondami?
I did not.
Okay, so let me explain to me why.
I don't want to do the New York thing. The whole world is in this room. I don't want to focus on
I understand that point. Like, I get it. Like, I'm just thinking about it because, like, New York is a micro of the entire United States. Like how we go, the rest of the world or whatever. So
no,
that's
we don't.
No,
California does not follow New York.
No, it does. But
no, we don't. We really don't.
Okay, Gemini, where you from?
I'm in LA.
You fucking Los Angeles, nigga. Shut up.
That's weird. Oh, I like this Gotham.
He thought it was funny.
And he's gone.
Yeah, he's wrong. New York, you got to think about New York as its own entity. California, very similar.
We're not a microcosm.
It is not representative. It is not representative of the bulk of the United States. It's like its economy is on scale of like other countries. So those dynamics of a country exist in New York. Same thing with California. California is like the number. Like, if it was his own country, if I'm not mistaken, like the number 5, 6, or 7, like top 10 economy. Same thing with New York. So it's not America.
Forget Texas.
A little bit a little bit more about this shooter. His name is Austin Tucker Martin, 21, of Cameron, North Carolina. His parents had reported him missing less than 6 hours earlier. I'm still trying to get more information on who this guy is.
You said Cameron, North Carolina?
Correct, Cameron, North Carolina.
That's interesting. You said 21?
21. What's the demographics of that part of North Carolina, sir?
It's not far from Fort Bragg.
What type of people is it? A mixed community? Is it
military? Nah, I would say it's mixture. There's military over there.
They're reporting his middle name. I think that kind of means they believe he was going to hurt Trump, like a would-be assassin.
What did you think he was gonna go? No.
Trying to get in there. Go ahead, man.
He was trying to seal the gold.
Play some golf.
What were you saying? He was gonna go kill Trump. He was trying to sell like the marble and gold toilet.
I'm sure he didn't identify as an assassin, so maybe we shouldn't use the 3 full.
Me too.
I give up. I've like literally said it 5 times. Van was trying to get in there.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
Oh, no. So did you say he was caught and he's dead?
Yes.
I think they said Ben was trying to get in and say something.
He threw in the towel. So there's more details here. The incident, the breach, around 1:30 a.m., the suspect entered the secure inner perimeter near the north gate by driving through as another vehicle was exiting. Martin was carrying a shotgun and a fuel can. According to Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw, when ordered to drop the items, Martin put down the gas can but raised the shotgun to shooting position, prompting 2 Secret Service agents and 1 deputy to open fire. Wow.
If he raises his weapon and there's nothing to talk about, I mean, that's a direct threat that needs to be terminated that entered the property illegally. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. It also says the FBI is leading investigation. Agents have asked local residents to review security camera footage for any suspicious activity from the night of February 21st. The motive remains unclear. However, investigators believe Martin traveled south from North Carolina, potentially acquired the shotgun during the journey as a weapon box was found in the vehicle. Follows previous security incidents involving the president, including, let's just talk about Ryan Ruth. He copped the shotgun on the way? That's crazy. I'm going to buy me a shotgun and go to Mar-a-Lago. We have a problem in this country.
How many black men have attempted to kill Trump now, bro? How many black men have attempted to kill him?
Nada.
Yeah, I just want to, I know we like to speak around shit, but let's count the number of black men that have attempted to do this.
Are you asking them to? What is that?
We're not asking. We're talking about facts here. How many black men? And then I think the question was answered, so we don't have to speak around it. We know this man was not black, and yet there's a.
We do know that.
Yeah, we know it. We know.
He wasn't black.
We know. White man. He's a white man. We know it's the same rhythm. Same nation.
Maya, I will say why she's like this and why we do care, because there's always a constant narrative that's put out here about violent African Americans and their tendencies to be prime aggressive. When we see these murders or attempted assassinations, it's never a person of color. It's a very consistent theme amongst them, and I think that's what she's highlighting.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk. She knows what I'm talking about, Gemini.
Charlie Kirk, he was talking about black violence when he got killed by a white man.
Gender.
You can't make it up.
It was transgender violence.
It said it was a white man.
No, it's universal when it's white men. It's everybody when it's white men.
The man that talked about black people violence got killed by a white man. It was white on white violence. So your eyes on black people, but you should have been looking at your own people.
Isn't it ironic?
Don't you think?
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's ironic.
Yep, it definitely is. I had the Chronic and the Lakers beat the Supersonics.
There has to be some form of video because you know they have surveillance cameras all over the property. So I wonder if they're going to release any video surveillance.
So this is official what the third person that's tried to shoot Trump.
That we know of. I'm sure there's more.
Verified. Yeah, verified a third person. Let's put it that way.
He did a horrible job because Trump was in D.C. and the man went to Mar-a-Lago. Another thing that concerns me is we're fitting a bill, right? We're paying for Secret Service men to protect Mar-a-Lago, even if it's not there. Yet more money being spent unnecessarily. The New York Post has a picture of the man, and you guys are right. He's a Caucasian. He wears glasses.
Clutches pearls.
Clutches pearls. It said,
What y'all celebrating for? We still down 76,000 million points.
One life divine.
Let me land. He's 21. They say he has no prior criminal history. Parents reported him missing. They entered him into the missing persons database, which I don't know. That kind of when you're 21. Unless I think something might be wrong with this kid, because people have tried to report their kids missing when they're grown. They usually don't automatically put them in the database. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Unless something wrong, typically like medical.
Yeah, that's highly unusual. You're right.
That's all I have. I'm still digging. You guys got.
You know what though, Divine? In my opinion, I think the anti-gun activists have a good case in this matter. Like I'll see them leveraging this because was able to purchase a shotgun on the way and then use that gun while entering Trump's property. That's going to be like, okay, well, that was way too readily accessible to him, and he tried to do violence with it immediately after.
We used to have. I'll go after you.
Yeah, just real quick. I'm from North Carolina. You could buy a fucking gun at the gun show with no ID. And there's plenty of gun shows
I have
just this
trouble
weekend.
believing that.
You have trouble believing what?
Well, it's true. You can just easily look it up.
Yeah, what are you not believing?
You can buy a gun without an ID.
Yeah.
Where can you buy a gun without an ID?
At gun shows. You just said it. At gun shows. Then you walk up to the booth. Hey man, how much is that gun?
Yeah, because you're gonna say
Wait, can I ask the question?
They don't do gunning at the gun shows.
I'm sorry. Did y'all say he was from North Carolina?
Yep.
So the other day, it was just another news reporting about they found weapons of mass destruction in a man's house, and he purchased the weapons from North Carolina. That's crazy.
Do they have gun laws there, or is there a loophole there? Like what's
It's the gun shows, bro. That's what I'm saying. The gun shows over there, and they have them all the time. Matter of fact, some of those came to my mind. It's interesting. Remember how they made the whole thing about race with the girl from Ukraine who got stabbed, unfortunately, on the light rail?
Yeah.
Another Ukrainian girl was murdered this week in North Carolina in a home with her boyfriend, who was actually in the military, by her ex-boyfriend who drove her from Ohio to the place in Carolina and shot them both dead. But yeah, Jim, that's pretty easy.
No media coverage on that one, I bet.
Yeah, and it's an active duty soldier who was murdered.
No, I'm saying, hold on, let me ask you. What's the point in bringing that? Like, people get murdered, like that happens.
Niggas get killed every day, B. Niggas get killed every day.
Wait, let's not listen to Gemini cousin Ghana. Let me ask you a question.
One mic on JD.
federal law, private individuals selling firearms at a gun show are not required to run background checks or ask for ID. It's a gap, often called the gun show loophole.
When you have motherfuckers gonna realize when I say something, hold on there, bro. Hold on, Gotham. Yeah, when y'all gonna fucking realize when I say something, it's facts. I don't talk my ass. I know that first fucking head.
Yeah, bro, I know you not like Gemini, bro. You a real nigga. You are not like Gemini. I agree.
Hey, you know what? You're right.
Hold on. He about to shoot me. Look.
But I will address this. I don't want to be, sir. I never desired to be a quote unquote real nigger. Like that's what I mean.
Anyway, Haitian, do you agree with what that Panamanian just said, that we are in a post-racism society?
Hold on, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, we're not back to that.
You already told everybody to apologize.
What'd you say? I can't hear you, Haitian. I'm sorry, bro.
He was trolling when he said that shit.
Okay. Let him off the hook. That's cool.
Yeah. So the loophole is definitely easy to get guns.
Have any states accounted for that loophole by making state laws?
You don't even need a license to get a gun.
Can I ask the question real quick? Has any of the states accounted for that loophole by making it mandatory, at least via state law, to require IDs to purchase a firearm at a gun show?
It's not a gun show. That's not a loophole. Can't fuck with the gun show.
It's not. Let me tell you, bro.
Have you bought a gun from a gun show?
My guns, either third party or.
No. Gotham. I'm talking about Gotham, Jay. Gotham, have you purchased a firearm from a gun show?
Okay, no, I haven't. No, but look. Let me answer.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, so meaning like out here you can bet getting a gun out here in New York is like almost non-existent. But I got a lot of people in the Midwest. I lived in Milwaukee for a while. Where you could walk to a fucking regular store and get a gun.
It's not the same thing, bro.
No, it is the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing because you have to. If you go to a regular gun store, right? You have to have your background check, everything done.
Because
if you buy a handgun, you got to show all that, correct? So that means you've been vetted already. That means you went to at least the information went to the FBI check. That's not the same as going to the fucking gun show right now, right? And go buy the gun. Matter of fact, where you from here? I'm from New York, bro. I live in North Carolina right now.
Aisha, let me ask you a question.
Come on, let's hear each other out. This is going to be a big mess. Let's hear each other.
Hold on. There's no actual loophole. In North Carolina and South Carolina, you actually don't even need a permit.
Oh shit, is that your mama? Oh shit.
No, you do for a handgun. You do for a permit for a handgun.
You do if you're buying a handgun, but not for a long gun, not for a rifle.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah.
You don't need one. And also in North Carolina, like if my dad buys me a gun, he can just give it to me. There's no loophole. I mean, unless you're just saying you just don't need, any kind of ID at a gun show. Yeah. That's true. But I don't think that's a loophole because the gun laws in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia are very lax.
Yo, mama, you know why they're
Go ahead. Mama, you can't go in a gun store, it's a gun show, right? And buy a handgun without showing identification.
Right, but
so that's what I'm saying. Is a difference though.
It is a difference because the handgun.
But listen, what I'm saying real quick though. Even if you go to Academy Sports, right, to buy a shotgun, they're still going to ask you for your ID. Even in Academy, they're not going to sell you a shotgun. Even if you go to Bass Pro Shop.
Where the loophole comes in, where it will appear to be, it's almost like a loophole, is because that shows they're selling these guns, at a mass quantity. It's almost like a flea market for guns. A flea market can sell shit that a regular store couldn't sell unless they had a license, right? You have to have a business license to sell in a regular store setting. If you set up that same store in a flea market, you don't need shit, just sell it. That's kind of the same thing with with the gun show.
But JD, you from Chicago, bro.
One second, Gotham, 1 second. JD, the difference is, and Maya's in the chat taking shots, but let me explain it this way. In California, which is where I reside, and the law I actually know, you have to go through a licensed firearm dealer even at a gun show. Even if you're there as a buying party, they're there as a seller party, you got to go to the other booth that takes your ID, that has the actual license.
In some states,
That's the way it works in California. So what I'm hearing about in North Carolina is completely different, which is why I'm intrigued right here.
But Gemini, everybody that knows anything knows that in certain states, California and New York, for instance, they have stricter gun laws. So yes, you got to go through all of the hoops. But when your mama and Gotham, whoever is talking about, is that it's more lax in North Carolina, Virginia, and South Carolina.
Yeah, it's not. If I buy a shotgun, I mean, and no matter how much I want to, like, and even if I want to, like, enhance it, you don't need any license at all, like, to do that. The only thing you need is a handgun, and then I don't even think you need a permit to carry in North Carolina.
No, only conceal. If you open carry, you don't. If you're gonna do conceal, you have to have it.
They changed the law a few years ago, but this is what I wanted to ask you, Haitian, and your mama. Does North Carolina host a lot of gun shows or something?
Yeah, y'all. Like, there was one I was possibly gonna go to yesterday with my mans. That's what I'm saying. That's why the whole topic came up again, because I'm not from here. So we was talking about that, and that's how the whole thing came up, how lax the shit is.
Yeah, and I just put it in the chat. They do it in Gary. Hold on a sec. In Gary, Indiana is right outside of Chicago, and they have a problem where in Gary there are gun shows. So people go to the gun shows in Gary, Indiana, cop a bunch of guns, and go sell them to the people on the street in Chicago. The same shit used to happen in New York all the time. You want a gun in New York? The dudes go down south, they cop a bunch of guns, they come to New York and sell them.
Even for cigarettes, man. You know what I'm saying? Even to get into fucking boxes of cigarettes, man. Come on.
Yeah, right. No, you're right about that, BW. But like JD was talking earlier, whatever. It's not the same thing out here. Like it's.
No, bro. I wasn't talking about Chicago when I was saying that.
No. I was saying like in the Midwest, like you can get a gun easily out there, whatever. All you have to do, you can go to a sporting goods store and get a fucking whole rifle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I lived in Kansas, bro. I lived in Kansas for a couple of years.
Bro, I lived in Milwaukee. Like, you know, I'm not even gonna talk.
They said what you already saying, Donna. You don't have to keep going. They said that already. They just added more to it.
Well, some of those say you could purchase a weapon at Walmart, any general store that just happen to carry guns.
Yeah, like in Illinois, regardless if you get a long gun. I know the long gun, you have to wait a shorter period of time. But in Illinois, if you buy a long gun, you have to wait 3 days or something like that before they give it to you. So they'll hold on to it for 3 days. And then the handguns, I think the handgun's like 7 days. So even if you pass the background check and all that, the store has to hold on to the gun for a period of time before they hand it over. And I guess that's just to prevent like someone that's angry going out to go buy a gun to go do something crazy. It gives like a rest period, I guess. I'm assuming that's what they call it.
Yeah, cool long period. Yeah, the shit is crazy, Gemini. Even the pawn shops, yo. Every fucking pawn shop you see down here sells guns. That's the main chain of pawn shops down here. Yeah, okay, my bad.
It's okay. Yeah, but what do we think the end did? Do we think he went to a Walmart? Do we think he stopped at or do we think he copped this a while ago? Because they said the box for the weapon was still in the car. And so this is crazy. Did he go pick it up and say, I'm going tomorrow? Like, what do this 21-year-old man mind who lives in, what's the town, Haitian?
Cameron, North Carolina.
The quiet town, right? It's not a violent town. It's
It's a small like town outside of like, base and shit like that.
They find a manifesto yet, or is it too early?
It's hard.
So I'm looking.
Let me put my.
I think it's harder to young people speaking. Because most of these latest attempts and all that stuff that been thought up or conducted by young people. They do shoot up the schools, but I think it's a sign that they are just frustrated with corruption. I think it's a shot. He wants to take a shot at corruption, not necessarily in Trump's life or anybody's life, but just he wanted to take a shot at corruption. Say, this is a seed of corruption right here, and this should end. I'm bringing the world's attention down on me. I'm gonna sacrifice my life, right? See, who's made the greater sacrifice? God, who sacrificed for himself and his family, or the God who sacrificed for the whole nation? So he felt he had to get at least the national and international community involved by going to Mar-a-Lago one, but then with God, he said, I want to burn this motherfucker down, and I'm gonna shoot the dude in the head that got me just pissed about the corruption. I'll have my plane just on the facts. On the facts.
We gotta stop.
I forgot to say my, excuse me, I'm sorry. My.
Can you hear me?
You're loud and clear over here.
Thank you. I was just making sure. In terms of the young man, have you guys ever thought, especially this young, I think it's Gen Z, there's a lot of programming, all the things they see on TikTok, all the things they see on Instagram, and the dark web. Do you think maybe he was indoctrinated, and I guess it's too early to tell, like you said, for a manifesto, but
I think that's fair. But we also have to say though that even the regular adults are being indoctrinated in this fucking country. That's why we have these dumb fucking maggots.
Absolutely. But it also
the psyops war in this country, those shots have been fired a long time ago.
It's something.
What's that? The more you pay attention, the more impressionable and gullible the average American seems to be. Like, I never would have assumed that prior to this administration, but they seem to be just fucking retarded. You could tell them.
They are, bro. It's not this thing. They are fucking retarded, bro.
Right. And you gotta imagine there's a diet that we consume both physically and mentally, right? It's not just what you put into your body as far as your mouth, it's what you put into your mind, what you ingest that way. And a lot of people consistently digest bullshit and to the point where they start regurgitating it and taking it as fucking factual. And that's the MAGA way. Like, Trump can say something very consistently, and the next thing you know, everybody parrots it and starts taking it as fact as far as the people that truly follow him. And that shit is crazy to me.
That's what Jazz been talking most recent the last couple of days.
Miss, I'm sorry, Bess, I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy. But Miss, let me answer that. The problem is that Americans, and I'm not just talking about us. I'm not just talking about us, like as black people, whatever. I'm talking about Americans, white, black, in a lot of different cultures. We are poorly educated here. We are very poorly educated, and people tend to react off emotions here instead of rationale. And that's the problem, Miss. And that's why I said multiple times, I said just 1,000 times in this fucking room, I'm not raising my kids here. I need my kids to react off history, science, data, period. That's the problem.
I'm sorry. So we're talking about a 21-year-old Caucasian young man. I think we're going to hear all kinds of stuff. We're not talking about a 21-year-old, say black guy or black boy.
No, I'm talking about anyone
in general. Well, yeah, they are indoctrinated, I think, in programming. And someone was like, do I browse the dark web? No, but I hear people say things like that, and so I'm just wondering. That's all I was doing.
Yeah, likewise. Similarly, similarity of Jasmine Crockett went up against Bombity Bombshell, the DA, and started smoking it on her behind. I think I put the clip in the chat earlier. This is preposterous. This is very this is not normal.
The title's been changed, and that's courtesy of Brooklyn.
Yes, I hope you don't mind me finish my sentence. Is it okay?
Y'all gonna have to talk to her and ask her real quick. So.
It's okay if that's you. I'm just want to
But
finish my
I'm about
sentence.
to
You really did it.
Yeah, it's
So
okay.
y'all can ask Brooklyn what the title's about.
Okay. Yeah, so she does go in on the DA and checks her. I mean, so it's in the chat, and I left my receipt in my
Just wouldn't have to change it to that because they was trolling, so I thought y'all went in the crack room. So I thought that title would be.
So you want me to keep it or what? What's going on?
For the Niggians and the Ados, we could have had something going here.
Okay.
Maya said keep it. You know she the queen of the goo.
Okay. She the president of the goo.
Yeah.
Like she the goo president.
She wasn't here when Ben was doing the shout outs.
Yeah, she should have got a special one.
Right.
Go ahead, Ambassador. You good, babe?
Ain't nobody talked about cute.
So the challenge of a young person.
Ambassador, hold on 1 second, please.
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
How come ain't none of y'all talked about Cuba? Y'all had a nice little Cuban conversation last night, and I was just wanting to.
I've been on that Cuba topic.
I mean, go ahead. Y'all can talk about Cuba.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make the comment.
I will say this. I do think that. So this was what happened last night. They were talking about Cuba, how America is, how they're moving into Cuba, or what Trump might be doing. They were guessing that it's a possibility that they're trying to stake their claim in tourism in Cuba. And they brought up how Obama may have done it, whereas he tried to be real nice to this country, slowly take away sanctions, and then allow these corporations to open their Hilton and all this other shit that they're trying to open.
It's a bait.
Patty, you gotta. I might be slow.
No, I'm gonna let you know.
You know, before you go to me, the whole thing's a bigger story than just Cuba. Because last night, adding St. Vincent to the shit, St. Lucia. Come on, yo.
Wait, how they do that?
Wait, I'm confused. When did they add what's going on?
The drug boats.
Let me turn my damn car down real quick. Go ahead. What's going on?
Drug boats. It's drug boats.
Wait, no.
Are you saying the drug boat?
What's up?
Are you saying Haitian? Are you saying the drug boats? That's what you're saying?
Yes, we blew up some other boats now. Now the newest boats we blew up were in St. Vincent and St. Lucia.
Oh, and that they're drug boats, but they're not sure what it is.
Correct.
So do you think?
No. I'm not saying we don't know what they are. But my point is, when you read the strategic defense strategy, right, of the Western Hemisphere taking over the Caribbean, you see what's going on in Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
You see what's going on in Cuba,
mm-hmm.
right? You see what is happening now over there. Mm-hmm. You see that the Navy is in Haiti right now in Port-au-Prince. So.
Oh yeah.
And I was
PW.
No, they're not doing humanitarian.
So when they sent us to Cuba, not Cuba, they sent us to Haiti last
time. They're not there for humanitarian. They're not there for that.
So are they going across the line? Because they actually had
No, it's a show of force. It's a show of force right now.
Yeah, so for make sure y'all got your irrigation system set up.
Yeah, sure. So February 7th. No, I'm saying about right now, though. I'm saying about right now, Patty.
Who was in the show?
Yeah, but back then, that's what we were asking them.
Thank you. Right. Yo, listen, I'm working right now, so I gotta keep them off mute. So when you're done, what the fuck that keeps cutting in? His name is Gotham. Go ahead, Gotham.
Let me ask him one more question. Haitian, who is it against though? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, she's smart. Yeah. So I'm Brooklyn. Hear me later, y'all. I'm Gotham. Can you please stay on fucking you, bro? Damn.
Time, babe, please. You gotta let other people speak. Go ahead, Brooklyn.
Who is the show a force against? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, so check it out. This quick 20 seconds. Transitional government was supposed to end on February 7th, right? Prior to that, the bullshit mandate. Prior to that happening, Rubio called and said, "Do not make any changes," right? So after he said, "Don't make any changes," what do you know when you look outside your fucking backyard? You see a naval warship and you see 3 fucking Coast Guard cutters. That's a show of force.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Rico, man. Oh my God.
Spirit of annexation. What's that?
Yo, this is crazy. I'm trying to be productive, so I'm gonna go do some work. So y'all fucking do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing for the weird shit, y'all.
Thank you so much. How gracious of you. But no, the spirit of annexation, they want to take Greenland. They can take the prize. See, they will mention Cuba, but the prize may well be Trinidad or Jamaica. They'll say Haiti and then really go after, say the
prize is not Trinidad. If you
the Bahamas or these are places that people have their own money. See, when they're see, that's the thing. When that black face is
on Cuba, though. We're trying to stay on Cuba.
That's what I'm saying. Folks is on Cuba, but you say Cuba, it really means Jamaica. See, it's a reverse polarity. Whatever he said, he's not going after no Cuba. Not for real, not like that. Because they know they have a sound system of socialism in Cuba. And Fidel Castro passed the peace on, but they'll hold the line that I think he would get more involvement from Vladimir and his crew behind him going on the socialist state. You see what I say? So you'd be very tender kid gloves playing around with Cuba and all that. And they will fight back and fight to the end. So they have their sovereignty and they have a pronounced military. They took their military into Angola and other spots when some of our allies...
A lot of them were killed over in Venezuela, though, if you were paying attention to what happened in Venezuela.
Absolutely.
A lot of the Cubanos were you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you can get your whole show. It's like Tupac and Biggie. You can get your whole show off. I say give you one number. He took his whole show. So just be careful of the language when he says something that most of the time you have to reverse the polarity, or at least I'm going to angle down them. Drill for petroleum, but actually after the uranium on that, so your angle drills against the uranium. They say, well, there's no petroleum there. They're masters of deception is the point. And they say, well, I'm looking for petroleum. No petroleum, but he got the billions in uranium. And he's rolling out with the uranium. So it's just a good, it's a strange thing.
One second.
What is it? I say my for me so I can go. See y'all later. But it's a great conversation, my.
All right, we're trying to. All right, let me set the context. Let me set the context real quick because I don't know if people are aware of what's actually happening in Cuba right now. Energy and infrastructure. The country is facing extreme energy crisis with the power grid able to supply only 40% of the demand. Chronic fuel shortages and blackouts are impacting daily life and basic services. There's an economic crisis. Hyperinflation continues at over 88%. Estimated to be living in extreme poverty. The economy has seen 5% decline since 2025. Humanitarian concerns. Immigration wave continues with approximately 2 million Cubans having left since 2021. Political situation. The government maintains strict control with the 2024 social communication law restricting expression and a 2023 penal code used to repress dissent. Travel advisory. Foreign governments advise caution, noting severe shortages of necessities and potential disruption to travel and infrastructure. We spoke about this last night. People can't get basic everyday needs.
Flights are done now too, bro.
Yep. And we have international relations. Increased U.S. pressure includes to choke off oil supplies, and foreign relations are tense following the collapse of the 2025 alliance in Venezuela. Venezuela is no longer sending oil to Cuba. Marco Rubio, we discussed last night, is talking with the grandson of Castro. There's a very bad situation going on right now. Go on Instagram, Google Cuba. It's garbage in the streets. It's bad. It's very bad. It's to the point where it's looking like a humanitarian crisis worse than ever. Whose fault is this? That's up for discussion. I'm going on.
So right now, you can get that as a Cuban for a very reasonable price.
Shit, that nigga fucked up, my dude. Damn, yo. But yeah, my thing with the whole thing over here in Cuba too, again, this is my opinion, y'all can say what the fuck you want to say. It's not Venezuela, Cuba, and then something's next.
What are you talking about?
Cuba.
Oh yeah, Cuba and the people that are over there starving to death because America wants to teach them a lesson that they've already learned. What's new? What's new with this? Why are we doing this? Why are we going there?
They just touch base about there on it.
Okay. I'll be quiet and listen.
Yeah, it's a fucked up situation, and people, if they remember, with Venezuela years ago as well, it was the same thing. With starving out, people starving and shit, and shortage of supplies, food, and all that shit like that.
So Gemini, if they wanted to change the regime in there, they went in there and took out the president of Venezuela with the Cubans guarding him. Why don't they just go in and take out the person that they feel is causing that they feel?
They haven't figured out what they're going to fabricate to justify that action at this point, I don't think. But they're doing it through pressure because I do believe they said that the lack of their oil supply is a direct contributor to what they're feeling right now, right? The second that we started dealing with the Venezuelans' oil and controlling it to whatever extent we were able to, they started having issues, and that's when they first started seeing the garbage in the streets and different things because of the oil shortage. So let me take an indirect approach initially and just put economic pressure on them.
No, that was the tactic, and that was the objective from the start. Because we're the ones that at that point were the ones that were going to sell the oil to them. But we said we're not going to sell oil to them, and anybody else who wants to give them oil is going to get fucked.
Wait, are you saying that they said that they wanted them to purchase the oil that they need to run their hospitals and their schools and everything else? They wanted them to purchase it from the United States?
No, that's not even an option.
No, I'm just saying, what did you just say?
It's not an option for them to sell it to them. So if you're getting it from Venezuela, now I come take it from Venezuela, and I'm telling you go fuck off. You're not getting it from me, no matter how much you want to give me. And then I tell you that if anyone else shares with you, I'm gonna fuck them up and fuck you up as well.
Yeah, they're trying to get Cuba.
They're
trying to get Cuba to denounce their whole system, the whole communist system, the whole connection to Russia. But let me read. I found something regarding this so-called meeting between Marco Rubio and the grandson of Castro. So, secret discussions with Raul Guillermo Rodriguez Castro, the grandson and close aide of former Cuban leader Raul Castro, bypassing official channels. Rubio is reportedly avoiding formal communications with Cuba's official president, Miguel Diaz-Canel.
instead engaging with Rodriguez Castro, who is seen as a key bridge to the island's military and business sectors. The purpose of the talks, senior U.S. officials described the meetings as not as negotiation, but as discussions about the future of Cuba. The goal is reportedly to explore a transition to democracy as the Cuban regime faces a severe economic and energy crisis. These contacts follow the Trump administration's increased pressure on Cuba, including a fuel embargo that has crippled the island's power grid. The administration is reportedly looking for a transition model similar to recent events in Venezuela. While some Cuban opposition figures in exile, such as Jose Daniel Ferrer, have welcomed the news as a path to pre-elections, others have criticized the secret nature of the back-channel communication. Cuban officials have generally dismissed or denied the reports of these contacts. So there is someone in charge, and it seems that it's not the Castros, it's Miguel Diaz-Canel. Let me get more info on him. He must be the connection to Russia. I cannot confirm. Say it again?
Or is he going to be the puppet that we prop up?
No, that was
No. It's saying he's the president right now.
Okay.
That's what it says. Yeah.
Wait, the grandson is the president?
No, Miguel Diaz-Canel is the president.
That's his grandfather.
No.
Okay, I'm confused because we talked about this yesterday.
No, let me read it again. So the grandson has connections with the military and the business sectors. His name is Raul Guillermo Rodriguez Castro. Notice the last name Castro. He's the grandson of the former leader Raul Castro, who is the brother of Fidel Castro. We clear? Okay, we clear. So now the current president is not talking to Rubio. The grandson of Raul Castro is talking to Rubio. They don't like that. We don't like it. Got it? Got it. So we need more info on Miguel Diaz-Canel. Was he legitimately placed in power? This is my first time reading his name. I had no idea, So I'll get some more info and come back. You ask me.
It's going to be interesting if that's, who we align ourselves with over there in Cuba, right? And how they select that person. Because the selection so far in the Caribbean that the U.S. has been putting in power in different countries has not been the correct ones.
But don't you think it's just like America is messy to be going to talk to the grandson, but it's not behind his back now because it's all laid out. So now they know that this grandson is talking behind their backs to Marco Rubio. So maybe he could be getting set up because why would you leak something like that with somebody you trying to get to run a backdoor deal with? Something's not right here.
It's never right though. That's the whole thing. And Gemini said, Gemini, yeah, I'm here. What's up? That whole thing of like I was saying, stalling them out. That's the regular play, especially like the CIA will go into countries and purposely disable and have people, do crazy shit to go out there and try to overthrow the government.
Yeah, and then install a puppet, a shadow government. Yeah.
And then you have the military there telling you that we're here to take care of you and hold you down, and yeah.
Then we play somebody that we can control in power.
There you go. Because it even look like you're gonna have this one, especially when it comes to the drugs and narco, right? The person, one of the top contenders that the U.S. keeps talking about to put in power in Haiti is a fucking drug dealer, bro. They literally released him out of federal prison in the U.S. when the president was assassinated.
That's crazy.
Does that make sense?
That's crazy.
And he was also employed by the U.S. and was the one who received the weapons and support to do the coup in 2004. He pissed them off after 2004, so they locked him up. But then mysteriously he got out.
Ready to play ball again.
Yeah.
They must have come to an understanding.
Yeah, he's chilling in the Dominican Republic right now. His name is Guy Philip.
I'm about to do my research. Thanks for the insight.
Yeah, he's chilling with Eric Prince with the drones over there in DR right now.
So I got a little bit more about the current president of Cuba. He's been in power since 2019. He's the first secretary of the Communist Party. He's the first person to lead the country who was not a member of the Castro family, though he is in alignment with the Castro family. Let's see, in 2026, he publicly offered to engage in talks with the United States without pressure or preconditions, simultaneously warning of times ahead due to the ongoing economic pressures. He also felt that the U.S. capturing Maduro was an act of state terrorism, in quotes. So I don't know what Rubio's doing. If he's, why are you talking to the grandson of Castro and not talking to the current leader? This is
That's what we said, Divine. I said there's something, and then on top of that, leaking it now, it's leaked out that you're talking to this grandson. So what kind of security does he have at this point? Now that everybody is finding out that he's secretly in cahoots with the United States government, and they're talking to him.
He has more security. He has more security than the president of Cuba has. If something happens to him right now, if something happens to him right now, you don't think that's like that's gonna be their ass?
No, well, Haitian, you've been in the military. I haven't. Okay, I don't know about covert operations or nothing like that. It's just weird to me that Rubio would be talking to this grandson, obviously a secret, obviously that maybe not obvious, that they knew that he was having a conversation. Why with the grandson? Why would you go directly to the person that you're trying to affect? But now it's out. So what you telling me secure? Was he gonna put him on a ship somewhere and bring him here?
Nobody lays hands on him. It's not gonna be a secret who did it, right? What was it about?
No, it's not gonna be a secret.
Okay.
But then, I don't understand. Okay.
So I think part of it is,
he's a chess piece.
Well, what I read earlier, he has a major play in the military and in business. So to me, he's like somewhat of a leader without the title of being. And he's man just put in the chat. He is a Castro. Yeah, he's a Castro. Yeah, he's a Castro. So deal with him.
Matter of fact, they talking about Inline. What was his name? Back in the day, who Castro when they sent back to the U.S. What's his name?
Elon, wasn't it Elon Gonzalez? Yeah, Gonzalez.
Yeah, Elian Gonzalez, yeah.
He's actually in the military. I don't know if he's still in, but he joined the military.
So Ben says he runs the country. Okay, he runs the country. Makes sense. He's the grandson. I don't know, but them saying like,
he don't have a time.
You guys should have democratic elections. That's what you lead with? I don't know.
Yo, elections are not gonna happen in Venezuela, in Cuba, anywhere in the fucking Caribbean for a while, bro.
Hey, what's up, man?
Fake election.
Well, RJ broke it down last night. If he can come back, I don't know if he wants to come back. Yeah, RJ, if you're available.
Devon, are you there?
Hey, go ahead, Ben.
Hey, I have a question for you. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember at the end of 2025 when the Trump administration, the United States military, ran an operation and they captured Nicolas Maduro? He was the head of Venezuela. Are you familiar with that?
I remember that. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Do you remember there was a person on the app, you may not be talking to him, who said that the play was about Cuba? And people running around talking about it's about the oil would look silly in a few months when the United States hasn't profited from the oil, but they were making a plan on Cuba. Do you remember that? Do you remember that happening?
I remember somebody made that connection. It was a conspiracy.
It was a conspiracy. And do you remember how that person told us about Cuba? Because this is actually being run by Marco Rubio. I was talking to Fidel Castro's grandson. Could you remind me, brother?
It was that bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, it was a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, right again. Anybody? No. Trent said it was about the oil. Trent does not get credit for this. Me and Neoliberal were telling people
It's a show of force, but the large play, I called it the reverse domino theory. Okay, I have a name for it. It's a reverse domino theory. If you remember domino theory from high school, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I can wake it up. But it's a reverse domino theory. It's exactly what Marco Rubio wants to do. This has been his life's work since he was in high school. Okay.
Man, to be fair, I've been saying the same shit for a while also. And my petitions come through a lot. They come through a lot, and motherfuckers be like, "Oh, you don't know what to talk about. You study, you know what the fuck I'm saying." It's the same thing, bro. I get it.
No, that's true. I mean, you probably did too. But there's a whole thing where everybody was running around saying, "Oh, the United States is going to take over this." Remember how everybody pretended like they were an oil expert? There's 330 billion barrels of oil in reserve, and see, they took this, and now we're not even profiting from it.
Is everybody
did you get any announcements? No, it wasn't. No. It was, well, to be fair, it was a lot of niggas. It was black men. It was mostly black men. They convinced themselves they knew about oil because they watched the same YouTube video. You don't remember when it was all coming in here and online and other social medias talking about how they're getting the 330 billion and they're also getting rare minerals and all that dumb shit. Remember that?
Yeah, but I still think we're all gonna eventually profit from the oil.
Nah, it's gonna be like
I think the main objective. Huh?
It's gonna be like the rock. Because we don't even control our rock oil now. China does. China we got enough oil and we did all this investment with Canada. They don't want to flood the market. They would drop oil prices. But the larger point is that they're trying to topple all these, all the so-called communists or quasi-communists. It's reverse domino theory. Everybody look up domino theory, you'll remember from high school, and then think of the reverse. That's all it is. The problem is RJ will come up to explain, but RJ doesn't know because he's a Cowboys fan and he loves the Knicks. So he's just 0 for 2. Not speaking on RJ. Oh, now
I really love that you said that about the Knicks. Thank you, sir.
Now it's both for you. Now it's the oil. Now it's the oil. As I said before, it was always secondary, but the primary reason this was it. Because Rubio has been doing this. This is Rubio's life's work. This is life's work. But yeah, it's about the oil though. They're gonna make the US gonna make so much money off the oil. How much money have they made so far?
Well,
see oil.
If you don't want to hear some audio on the whole Cuba thing in a little bit, when I come back, I'll let it if y'all want to hear it. But it does talk about Rubio and his mission.
Is it because of his Cuban descent? He want to be the Cuban go-to?
100%.
But what I
don't know how. Go ahead.
I was just saying that what I don't understand about the whole situation in Cuba right now is they I thought that they were okay with Venezuela now that they got the president in jail. So why are they like starving Cuba out and not allowing Venezuelan oil tanks to get there?
Well, Ben just said it. They want a governmental change. Cuba is ran under communism, where the government owns everything, right? And so they want economic. Look, there's no Hilton, there's no intercontinental.
They want to make Cuba like how it used to be back in the day, like how it used to be like the Vegas before Vegas.
Yeah, but hopefully without the prostitution, murder, and it was a wild town. We don't have American interest in Cuba. Beachfront property, condominiums, hotel chains, restaurants. So yeah,
they are saying. When I'm reading on it right now because I'm curious, they're saying that the major reason that Cuba isn't receiving Venezuelan oil is U.S. political pressure. That we have made statements, quote, saying, make a deal with the U.S. or receive no more oil or financial support from Venezuela, right? So we are indirectly economically suppressing them. And I think that's intentional, very intentional. And that might have been part of the reason why. That might be part of the why. I'm not sure what portion of the why it represents, but I think it might contribute towards the why.
Yeah, in addition, very close allies with back to Hugo Chavez and Fidel Castro. There were very strong ties with Venezuela, and and Cuba, and then that's extending itself all the way to Iran, and there's some other things around the world. Back with Ahmadinejad and those, and they were known as those semi-axis of evil against America, with a brand of socialism, communism, et cetera, et cetera. So now, Venezuela is a close ally with Cuba, and that's why they're sweating them. Yes. And that's a sick oil that you're pumping too, about.
Then I guess if we were to go into the world of effective and
How could they
ineffective.
not be close with them when they have over 30, 40, 50 people protecting the Venezuelan president in his compound? So this is more than close. I mean, you extend yourself in your country, in your military type of danger or engagement, if you're more than close.
It says that they used to receive oil from Mexico as an alternate source, and Mexico also pauses fuel deliveries. So they're under serious pressure right now between Venezuela stopping their exports and Mexico pausing its fuel deliveries. It's only going to get worse. Like, basically, this goes back to Project 2025 because it did outline Cuba and Venezuela as problematic countries that were in our backyard. So,
brother, this goes back to 1963. When I tell you these people have boomer brain and were run by people who were stuck in 1966, that's what's happening. But yeah, it wasn't Project 2025. That's correct. But this is. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah.
So I guess what would be the next step now? Okay, they're under pressure, right? We can see the impact, direct results right now. So what next? Like how is that going to be leveraged?
Wait, ask that again. I'm sorry.
I guess my question is what's next, right? We see the impact of the pressure is having real time results, right?
Yeah, more pressure, so the regime collapses. Marco Rubio becomes the hero of his country, and he dies spontaneously of joy. That's his goal, is to rid them of communism and the common. Yeah, no, seriously, yeah, he would die of joy. Like some of you will die of orgasm. You know how an old man dies.
That's a good way to go, though.
It's a terrible way to go because you want to talk about it afterwards, but that's a different discussion. But anyway, Yeah. You don't like to talk about it. It must be bad if you don't like to talk about it. I like to have a little meta discourse about it. But anyway, that's the goal. So keep putting pressure, keep exerting pressure, and then they fall. And then he's going to use that to launch his presidential career or whatever afterwards. And this is what it was about. Will some people make money off of it? Yes. Just like some people made money off the pandemic. That doesn't mean we caused the pandemic or there was a problem. People make money off things all the time. But it was always clear that a reverse domino theory, a wannabe, remember everybody? You remember Gemini? Everybody was an expert on the Monroe Doctrine 3 weeks ago. Niggas hadn't even heard of the Monroe Doctrine, let alone James Monroe. And you had people talking about do you remember that? Or was that?
No, I remember it.
Go ask somebody now that's out the news what the Monroe, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's wait 3 months and then ask people to explain the Monroe Doctrine. They'll have no idea. Now all of a sudden, it's crickets. 2 weeks ago you were in here, or 3 weeks ago, I'll be done after this. They gave the money, the 500 million was in the Qatar bank account, right? In Qatar. They took the money from Qatar, went right back to Venezuela. When it came in, Mr. Johnny Walker whitewashed. We took that 500 million. We're going to keep that. All the money went back to Venezuela. It sounded like a broke down, sellout Beavis and Butthead. Oil. Crickets. This is not a lot of money for the U.S. They have all this investment in that type of oil with Canada. Why would they want to flood the market to depress prices? Make sure you go buy your Schlumberger and Halliburton. Oh, boy, them stocks is gonna go wild. Them stocks is about as flat as his ex-girlfriend's ass. I'm done speaking.
Damn. Yeah, it's get down, lay down, and they're going to keep applying the pressure. And that's one of my sayings was the American dollar is backed by M16 to your neck. So we may not have to pull out the M16, but the job is being done. And yeah, they're going to force their hand. I mean, Russia has their hands tied. I don't think anybody's coming to the rescue of Cuba. If they were, they would have been here already. Nobody's sending them shit. Shit is not getting through. Garbage flooding the streets. The people don't got electricity. So the people are looking at the government like, yo, the fuck is y'all doing? The people are going to speak, and a change has to come. It's either sooner or later. Something's gonna change.
It's the M16, Vaughn. It's the M16A2. Go ahead, sir.
Change gonna come. You're going by the river. To your point, I'm kind of interested. Russia doesn't seem at all interested in coming to the defense of the Cubans like it would have 30, 40, 50 years ago, for sure. That is very interesting, Devon, because they certainly are with Iran, it seems. Maybe they are preoccupied, but Cuba seems to be, no pun intended, on an island.
That was a pun. No, they do seem isolated at this point, like politically. It doesn't seem like anybody's standing up for them. So the pressure is going to be effective.
But can any help get through, though? If they got everything blocked off, if someone was to try to come in and give them aid, would they be able to?
That kind of goes to what Patty was talking about before, the way that we took control of the straits. So I would doubt it. I mean, maybe a ship or two, but nothing substantial.
What is Brooklyn? What would be the advantage, or what would be something that they could actually get from
Because
Because I'd rather talk to you. If you don't mind, you don't want me to talk to you?
Damn, you rather talk to her? Cool then. You got it.
For the last time, would somebody please jump to me?
Crazy work. Crazy.
What would be the advantage of any country at this point? And I'm here to be taught, educated. What is the benefit of any country to come and help Cuba at this point? What would be the goal? What would be the advantage for them?
Cocaine.
I'm back in my phone. Let me drop you.
They could invest. So they could invest and surely get what you guys call a ROI. Right? It's a beautiful country. Somebody I know went. They told me I should go there. I would love it.
ROI is not a country.
Brother, go on mute. I didn't say it was a country. Let me explain it for you. Let me explain it, brother. Any country should, and it's probably going to be us, once there is a regime change, invest in that country, and they will get a return on their investment because it's in the fucking Caribbean. It's beautiful. You have lovely beach real estate. What do you mean where? Y'all talk.
Where in the Caribbean where you should invest? Where?
Just want a Cuban cigar.
Number one, Cuba is beautiful. I've been to Havana.
But you can't go to Cuba unless you got like journalistic passport.
That's not true.
What are you talking about?
That's not true at all. What are you talking about?
Okay, go ahead.
I've been to Cuba, brother. What are you talking about? I've been to Havana.
Cuba is a full-on shithole.
I was there for. It's
beautiful women, though. Can we have one mic? One mic. We can hear each other. One mic. So we can hear each other.
Yo, have you been to Cuba?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, bro, my kids.
Yeah, El Nomo's never been. El Nomo, you never. What? You bought the kids there? What do you mean?
You purchased them?
I brought my kid there, yeah.
Let me tell you something. That is a beautiful island. It is incredibly safe.
They ruined it.
It was clean when I went in 2021. Hold on. It was incredibly clean. Hold on. It was incredibly clean when I went in 2021.
Wait,
it was cleaner than.
But who ruined it? Who said that?
The Congress ruined it.
Listen.
Full on shit on you. You couldn't even eat the food.
Hold on.
Did you shut the fuck up with all that mayonnaise on the goddamn stage? Shut up.
Yeah, mayonnaise is killing the stage.
Black History Month. We've all
Right. That's why you need to shut the fuck up. Mute up.
Yeah. I went there 4 years ago. It was beautiful, incredibly safe. The safest I've ever felt in any Caribbean island. I mean, there's nothing. I had no complaints about Cuba. I had a great vacation. Took my
Where
wife
did you
there.
stay, MJ?
I stayed in Old Havana.
What hotel?
Old Havana. I stayed in the Airbnb.
Brother,
Listen, bro, I'm not gonna talk to no.
Falling to pieces. Where did you eat, MJ?
I went to amazing seafood restaurants that were standard.
Only
They were actually international standards.
tourists.
What's happening to the stage? Mute up, everybody.
Y'all
Going on?
I got a mod or, give somebody else the green bean.
Go ahead, I got him. It was well. People coming up here with hot mics. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I mean, the place was beautiful. The restaurants were up to international standards.
Only for tourists. The native people can't eat them.
The hotels
You
were
land and you can respond. You didn't stay in the Come on, let him land. Norm. Let him land, Norm. Then you can respond.
It is so crazy. Everything that Norm could sit up here and say about Cuba, you can say about every single Caribbean nation state.
Not true, no.
Every single Caribbean nation state, you can't, the locals cannot eat at the same location.
So they have two currencies?
Why are they even interrupting?
Yeah, they do.
This isn't Gaza. You can't just
No, this is America, in case you missed it.
Yeah. It's not an apartheid country where you
Like, come on, y'all.
Get off the stage. He has no respect for the stage or the moderator.
There are places, I don't know why you're doing this, but there are places in America that the people who live in the city can't eat, and they look horrible. So what is your point right now of doing this?
The point is
Why do we let him interrupt? Speaking. Why do we let him interrupt a black man speaking?
Oh my Lord Jesus.
If he interrupts, I deal with him. Y'all ain't monitoring the stage? What's going on?
If you would allow,
it's very disrespectful.
Would you like to be a mod?
No, he's not gonna be a mod. I'm sick of hearing that need to moderate the stage, so I shot your ass, bro. Like, what are we doing? And I'm sure there's somebody else that keep coming off mic like that. God, mute up.
You need to do that shit to Al
Okay, you shot too. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Okay, so I asked a question. Since he was up there, hi everybody. Since he was up there trying to disparage Cuba, and he said it's the communists that drove it to shit. There are places, all the things that you're saying about Cuba can also be connected and identified with what's going on here in the United States.
Not true at all.
Why are you allowing him to interrupt people like that? What's going on?
Okay, whatever.
Chill out.
I dropped him. I'll bring him back up when Lisa's done. He keeps interrupting everybody. Keep going, Lisa.
No, I'm done, you guys. I want to hear the response to that. But he said it was not true, and we all know it's true. We've been to places in this country that are stopped in time, that are the people can't even afford to go out and enjoy the restaurants. And I'm trying to figure out why is he doing this with Cuba? What is his actual intent?
Because I've been in answer to your question.
Lisa, get it up, MJ, and you can respond. Go ahead, Onoma. You got 45 seconds, and don't interrupt. 45 seconds to you, and then let MJ continue uninterrupted. Go ahead.
I've been to these places in America. I've been all over the country, and I've been all over the world. Never in my life have I seen such decay, such mismanagement, such poverty, such failure, such filth. A country where you can't even eat the food. You can't eat the local food because there's no standard of sanitation. It was a filthy, dangerous, depressing, decrepit, broken shithole. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't speak of Israel like that. Don't speak of Israel like that.
It's amazing. Muted you.
Go on mute.
Muted you. Go on mute.
I'm finished?
You're done.
You're finished.
45 seconds. That was 45 seconds. You're finished.
The mod said you were done.
He's not on stage anymore. Go ahead, MJ.
Yeah, I mean, this is the type of wild propaganda that you gotta be very like aware of. I mean, it's total nonsense. I'm in Santo Domingo right now. My business takes me all over Latin America. There's nowhere safer than Havana. I could fucking leave my wallet on the floor in the middle of fucking Havana, walk away, come back, that should be right fucking there. Unlike anywhere else I've ever seen. Like the level of security, the cleanliness of old Havana. There's nowhere else that comes. This is somebody who's been to, in the past 2 years? I mean, I've been to, Panama, Cartagena. I just got back from San Juan. I'm in Santo Domingo all the fucking time. What is he talking about? I mean, this is the most baseless claim I have ever heard on the fucking app. Havana itself, old Havana in particular, is absolutely amazing. One of the most well-kept old cities of the entire Americas. I was in fucking Salvador Bahia in October. None of it compares to how well they upkeep old Havana. That's how you know Norm and his ilk are liars, bro, to their rhetoric. That's all they care about.
All right. Old Havana.
They're propaganda.
This is all completely untrue. Old Havana is what they call a Potemkin village. It is a tourist attraction like Disneyland. You got the okey doke over there. You were fooled. It's next to the port for the cruise ships, so that's the only place.
Wait, when you say like a resort, like Gaza, like you want to make Gaza?
Old Havana. Well, we'll see what's going to be with Gaza. A little different.
I went all the way to the Capitol building. Yes. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Old Havana.
Going all the way from Old Havana to the Capitol.
It's literally Disneyland.
Okay,
it looks amazing.
All right.
Do you mind if we get back on topic?
Can we get back on topic? Because this is going nowhere.
Stupid. As long as we got the truth out there.
We got it.
It's the worst failure. It's the worst failure in the heavens.
Okay, Nora, thanks. Thank you so much. Such a great submission.
My pleasure to eradicate the lies.
I thought the worst of the hemisphere was Haiti, according to you,
on the stage, normal.
Stop engaging with him.
You're right.
Yeah, MJ, leave the tunnel dwellers alone, MJ.
Sorry to have to cleanse the bullshit off the stage. Somebody had to do it.
Please.
Just focus on keeping those tunnels clean, no.
We were talking about what's going on now. Hello? We were talking about what's going on now. MJ, I'm about to move you if you don't shut the fuck up too.
So
how you gonna move me? I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out though. If you
tell me to shoot, I'm shooting. So how far do you think the Trump administration is willing to go with this blockade? Do you think we're willing to have people starving to death?
I mean, they already are.
Are you around with Gaza? I mean, what are you talking about here? We were told last night that it was just having them starve to death is basically.
I know, but
what were we told last night by somebody? I'm not mentioning any name.
It was their fault.
Their fault. It's one thing for the Israelis to be doing on their fuck shit over there. It's another thing for the actual U.S. military to be blockading a country a couple of miles from its shore and directly leading to the death of people.
Really? What country do you live in? Are you an American?
Mel, when I said that, I was told I was a traitor.
Wait, what country? I live in New York City. Why does that matter, Lisa?
No, No, I'm just saying. You said you're talking about if we're not capable of something.
No, I said
like
it.
that.
I said it's one thing for the U.S. to provide definitely support for another country to do is always fuck shit in the Middle East, but it's another thing for U.S. officers and the full foot of the government to run a blockade on the country that directly leads to people starving to death.
Okay. All right. I'm just surprised that you are surprised.
They're free to trade with other countries. We just don't want to supply our enemies. We could change their.
What does that mean? Wait, what does that mean? Hold on. How are they free to trade with other countries if you're intercepting tankers that are being sent to the country and you're putting pressure on other governments in the region to not send?
You understand that we sanction our enemies? Do you disagree with that?
El Normo, you said you
disagree with that.
El Normo, you said they are free to trade with other countries.
Yes.
And
we're not going to allow them to supply.
And in the same breath, you said that we just sanctioned,
That's correct.
Kimberly's right.
That's correct. I said those two correct. We're not starving them. However, we're not going to supply our enemies.
Norm is perfectly fine starving people, right?
No, I said that we're not starving them.
You're perfectly okay with that kind of behavior. This is normal for you.
No, I said that we're not going to
Because he's a fucking monster, an atheist Jew that wants to
I'm a believer.
So now
I'm
you
a believing Jew.
In crowd German, that's what it is.
I'm a believing Jew. I'm not a crowd.
Norman's just trying to debate the stage because he himself knows that what he's saying is
than you are, MJ. You probably have more European blood than I
don't
do.
know shit about fucking.
You have more European blood than I do, MJ. That's a fact.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Norm,
I have a question for you. You said we're not starving them?
Yeah.
We didn't directly say, like we being the United States government, didn't say that we would make sure that they would not receive Venezuelan oil or financial support unless they made a deal with the U.S. We didn't say that?
That's correct. It's not starving them.
That is starving.
That's called.
If you cut off financial support, if you're cutting off financial support that they're dependent upon, you're cutting off one of their most significant oil suppliers, then you're definitely applying pressure and starving them out.
Well, we're applying pressure. We're not starving them. It's called trade.
Now we're doing
How do you expect that they're running their farm equipment? How do you expect they're running their factories? How do you expect they're running the transportation of the food if they ever get it out the ground? How do you expect they're keeping the lights on in these facilities and at the hospitals? If you look at the news reports that we looked at yesterday, they have to close these facilities down and also close school because they have no way of lighting and they have 18-hour, 20-hour blackouts at a time. So what are you going to do in 4 hours? I'm just confused as to how you don't make that connection.
I strongly recommend that Cuba join the family of democratic nations.
But you just didn't answer the question when I just told you. You said, how are we starving? And then your thing was to come back and say, Cuba needs to join. You did, because you don't want to see that. You don't want to close your eyes or open your eyes to see how this affects you if you don't have the fuel. You know that, Norm. You're very
I think you don't want to accept the fact that we do not supply our enemies with the tools to harm us or our allies. This is America. When I say us, I mean America.
Norm, you're contradicting yourself. Because you're saying we don't supply them with the tools if they intend to harm us, right? So
yes,
the reciprocal of that would be to starve them out so that they can't.
I never did that.
No, that would be directly inferred. Anybody
I dispute your
common sense.
I dispute your inference.
You can disagree with gravity. Don't mean you're going to float. It's a fact.
Right, and you can dispute gravity. You can make an inference from gravity, but it doesn't make it so.
It's like fucking Sprint and fucking mayo and a matzah. Just weird.
Yeah, this is pointless communication because he's being intentionally obtuse. So
I don't know how.
Black History Month with the mayonnaise, so eat
Stop mentioning Black History Month, cracker. I'm not playing with you.
I'm not a cracker, I'm a matzah.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you are a matzah, exactly.
I'm a matzah.
Stop mentioning
It's
fucking
fascinating to me how racist some people get to be.
Right, because I'm not. I could be racist to you, crackers. Bitch wasn't no man.
Please don't be racist. Please don't be racist. Because I don't
Thank you, Ebony King.
Say to me.
That's the point. I don't let them do it, so I can't. It's gotta
I
go.
keep telling y'all to come to fucking North Carolina and drag your white ass. Stop playing with me, Monica. I'm not playing with you.
I would never go to North Carolina and see you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted Norm shooting the shot. Go ahead, Norm.
There's a Russian tanker that's bound for Cuba to deliver oil. I don't know if the US is going to let that tanker through. Guess we'll see.
Hopefully they do. The people of Cuba have suffered enough.
I don't know. In a colloquial sense, I consider, blockading a country and preventing it from accessing natural resource like oil as an act of war, in my mind, at least. Just a normal person sense. And it's just strange to me that the America First people have nothing to say about this.
Well, Cuba, they made their bed with America a while ago, but I do think there's certain exceptions that need to be made for the well-being and the welfare of the people. But yeah, if you talk about America first and you talk about that, I am American first. But I do care about other people's lives and humanity and things like that. But you can't be an enemy of America and not think there's not consequences.
You can't be an enemy of America.
So, sister, do you agree with
I agree with what that lady just said, by the way.
Then what does it matter? Like, you could be an enemy of America if you don't pose the threat to them. Did Cuba pose the threat to America in any way to be truthful?
Yes, by dealing with our enemies.
Stop talking to me.
You asked the question.
I'm not talking to you. I don't talk to people like you.
Okay, I don't talk to people like you either.
Right, perfect. Sister girl, how do you feel? Has Cuba posed a threat to America anyway? In past, yes, because of who they align with. Right now, and that's why I don't. Well, when you say right now, it just depends on what part, like what aspect are you talking about? 20 years ago, right now, I don't think Cuba's in the position to be doing a lot of things. 20 years ago, we couldn't even visit Cuba. Now we can. So clearly, whatever problems we had has kind of, loosened up a little bit. So they don't pose the threat to us. They're not. Try to do. Thank you.
You're welcome, baby girl.
Vocabulary. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, now I can't remember what the fuck I. You were asking about the threat.
I'm gonna need you not to smoke weed no more, baby girl.
You're asking about threats posed.
I agree with that. No more weed.